What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Light Project YouTube channel for yet another live fight companion. We are back. Dana White's Contender Series, week 7. I cannot believe we're already 7 weeks, and we only have 3 more to go. They only go 10 weeks, right? I hope they start adding like an 11, maybe even 12. That would be awesome. But anyways, thank you, folks, for joining us live here this evening. We are back this week. The schedule is up. I see some of you in the live chat were saying you couldn't find the schedule for this. The schedule is up, and we plan to do every single stream except for LFA. I might actually go and drive to Mystic Lake, or Prior Lake, I should say, which is only like 45 minutes out of town, and just go to the LFA event, confront the head honchos there, and ask why they blocked me on Twitter. And I might watch some fights as well. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Ring that bell for notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to vote in the poll question. We're totally interactive here. We'll get to as many comments as we can. We do turn to the live chat 90% of the stream. We are going to highlight the next 2 fighters in a moment here. I will give my prediction, and then I want to hear yours. I know a few of you, I saw Volcan was in the chat already. A few of you, I mean, I'm guessing Activate A is dropped by as well. I have to turn back to the chat here in a sec. But I know a lot of you have some fun bets on this card. It should be a good one. Now, main event heavyweights, I mean, we will see. But there's going to be some good matchups, and this one should deliver. Do I think Dana's given 5 contracts out today? No. I'm leaning towards 3. That's what I'm voting for in the poll question. Let me know yours as well. All right, let's turn our attention back to the live chat here. What's up, JL? What's up, Ethan? What's up, Volcan? JL, one of our exclusive members here. What's going on, brother? Gino, my boy, Greg, pray for him. Yes, headlining the big boy from Cage Fury. The Notorious. BJJ Black Belt. What's going on, buddy? I got Brazilian Silva, Kruschewsky, Luciano. Not too sure on that one. Jones and Gaziev. Let's cash, baby. Let's cash. Gucci Rory. Honestly, I didn't really do too much research other than watching the pre-show and just going through like just the card. As I was eating dinner 20 minutes before this, I don't trust pretty much anybody. My only lock, and even then, again, I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm an expert on this one. Like, is the Brazilian Silva and Gaziev. Other than that, again, ask Shane, my man. Gucci, ask Shane. And it's good to see you, by the way, Gucci. It's been a couple weeks. And or Activate A, who is probably going to be in the live chat as well, and maybe even defer to Volcan on this one. This one for me is a lot of fun. This one for me is just like going back and forth with Shane on the beer bets. If anything, I'm like giving Shane, I'm giving him points in our beer bet here. I don't even think Shane's in the live chat yet. I might have to text him and tell him to get his ass in here because I want redemption on this one. But again, Brazilian Silva and Gaziev. Those are my two most confident picks. But even then, again, these guys are right off the regional, and we've seen some good upsets in the last few weeks here. Good to see you again, Gucci. We got Dan, Heli, but DC's there. We needed the golden trio, Bisping, Hele, and Sanko. That's hardly the golden trio if Bisping and Sanko are both there. We need Felder. Keyword Felder. I like Heli, Felder, and Sanko for Contender Series, or Felder, Fitzgerald, and Sanko personally. Hope you had a good day, JL. Last week's fights were awesome, dude. What a weekend it was. And Thomas T, I have two videos. Well, one dropping tonight, one dropping first thing tomorrow on literally me watching all of the knockouts and finishes, the top basically 10, maybe even 15 from last weekend alone. So be on the lookout for that. It will be dropping today. We're going to get to it. Buddy. Just want to say what's up to everyone in the chat quick. What's up, Phony? Good to see you. Day's good, man. Day's good. Busy as always. I think Jones is a lock, but those odds aren't worth it. Allen has been rather inactive. Gaziev will steamroll Greg Velasco. I remember we've done a couple streams where Greg Velasco has been the headliner, but let's highlight this next fight here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give my pick, and then I want to hear yours. I'm also just going to quickly send Shane a quick message. It's Tuesday night, and Shane is busy. Come on. I only care because I've been down in the beer bets, and Shane's been cleaning me out here with these Contender Series cards. All right. I want to get redemption this week. All right. Let's highlight the next two fighters. Keep the comments coming. If I missed them, just comment it again. We'll get back to them in a moment. But let's highlight the next two fighters. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Vote in the poll question, guys. Happy Tuesday. We have streams Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But Friday evening, I'm gonna go drive to Prior Lake, and I'm gonna go see LFA live and try to get them to unblock me on Twitter. Jackie, what time is the fight start? In about 5 to 8 minutes. Tim, thank you so much for giving me your prediction, buddy. Yes, comment your predictions as well, guys. Jackie, great to see you. Yeah, fight starts in about 10 minutes. But let's highlight these fighters here. We got Igor da Silva from Brazil. He's 7-0. Minus 220 favorite. 20 years of age. He's a youngin'. 20 years of age. Wow. And he's out of shooter box, but Hoya Emilio. That's not the Lima Brothers school there. 3 KO, 2 KO, 4 submissions, 0 decisions. I like that. He finishes all his opponents. That
shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
4-0 in Jungle Fight. I like Jungle Fight as well. Where he beat a 9-1 guy. 6-5, whatever. 5-0, 2-2. You know, given that he's only 7-0, going up against a 3-0 guy when you're 2-0, respect. 5-0 when you're 4-0, respect. 9-1 when you're 6-0, respect, dude. And he took him out. He took them all out. Dude, this kid's sick. But does he have that man strength yet? That is the question. He's going up against another Silva. But this one out of Rome, Italy. plus 180 underdog. Not bad odds for the underdog. They're not bad odds, given that he's 26 years old, 8-1 as a pro. He's 5-0 in his last 5 fights. I'm going to continue this in a sec, but I just saw we had a donation come in. What's up, Charles? It's good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much, Anthony on TV, for the $2 donation. Mom, man. How's it going, Anthony on TV? Thank you so much for joining. You are too kind, sir. You are way too generous. It's good to see you. Daniel's your nephew? Let's go. Charles, it's good to see you as well, brother. All right. Jonathan Silva's making his walkout right now. Like I said, 8-1 as a pro, 5-0 in his last 5 fights. He's 26 years of age. Thank you so much again, Anthony on TV. Wow. Thank you so much.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Appreciate you, man. All the support that you've been showing the channel. Everybody here as well in the live chat every week for Contender Series. It's a lot of fun. All right, so he's at a American Top Team Rome and also Nova Uno. So trains in Brazil. 5 KO TKO, or splits his time. And it was 5 KO TKO, 1 submission, 2 decisions. He also fought in Shooter Brazil, 4-1. There on 5. Okay, so he's on his 5-fight win streak right now. His opponents, honestly, damn, he's been going up against, like, his last win, and he was 11-3. That's a good win. Like 3-0 and you're 6-1. Look, like I said, my kind of rule, anyways, when I evaluate fighters that I'm not too familiar with, that I haven't watched a lot of tape on when we're doing these streams, you know, for multiple organizations and things like that, is always like, until they get 5 pro fights, I don't care what their record is. I mean, obviously, if they're on Contender Series, they probably have a good record or they're undefeated. But until they have 5 pro fights, 4 to 5 pro fights, I'm not really going to judge them on their opponents because they're taking whatever fights they can get at that point. You know, they're coming off the amateur scene, going up against other guys and, you know, and gals respectively, who are doing the same. In this case, I mean, once you hit that like 4-1, okay, going in, beating a 3-0 guy, that's fine. But then 2-0, 3-0, you're not taking that next step, right? You're not taking that next step. But he did get a great win in Cage Wars 151, unplugged, 3rd round, KO, TKO against an 11-3 guy. So I understand now why the odds are close. He's also a little bit older. But this 20-year-old, I mean, he doesn't look too much younger. Doesn't look too skinny anyways. And this is going to be competed at flyweight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and I'm going to stick by my prediction here. I'm going with the fact that he's 20 years old. That's what scares me a bit. That's what scares me a bit. But I'm going to stick by it. I'm going with the Brazilian Silva. We got Silva versus Silva here. And I'm going with the Brazilian. Let me know your predictions in the live chat. And again, thank you so much, Anthony on TV, for the donation. I took the first underdog, then 2 favorites, and then underdog in my parlay. Didn't bet on the last fight yet. Wish me luck. I wish you luck, my man. I wish you luck. Nice. Shane's here just in time. Shane, I knew you'd make it. I knew you'd make it. The fight's about to start here, so I just wanted to make sure that you're here as well. Greg lives within 10 minutes of me. He's going to put us on the motherfucking map. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. He seems like such a likable guy. And again, I've watched him fight a few times in Cage Fury. Don't have bread on this fight. What's up, Dufert Gaming? Good to see you, buddy. Shane, one of our exclusive members, is in the chat. All right. Sorry if I missed any of your comments here at the end. Just going to update the ticker on the bottom of the screen, and let's get into live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction for all you amazing folks in the live chat. We're like mid-renoing my whole streaming space, so it might look different for the next few streams until it's in its final product. Final form, I should say. Round 1. Let's get it on, folks. Da Silva, the Brazilian, a little taller than that of Jhonata Silva in the blue corner. Swinging with a right was Da Silva. You know, it's a Tuesday night when you hear that angelic voice of Gianni the Greek coming through the TV. Oh my goodness.
Emotional.
4 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock here. Neither of them have landed anything of significance yet. Younger Silva for me. No, one's Italian. One's Italian. But I mean, I'm sure he's like half Brazilian because he even trains there a little bit. 4 minutes on the clock here. Trying to land some low kicks there was Da Silva. Trying to get Silva in the clinch there. This is going to be funny to call. And Silva squirms out of it. Shane's going to go head-to-head. Let's go, baby. When are they releasing the Isha Funko Pop? I don't know, but this is Kenny versus Spenny. If you guys are Canadian, you know. Maybe if I show them some love on stream, Kenny won't strike my channel again. Thanks, Kenny Hots. 3 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock here. Oh, and a nice left by Silva. Three minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Still in the center of the cage. Neither of them have taken this to the ground here. Oh, and they each land a couple good shots there in the pocket after Da Silva landed a left leg kick. Da Silva says, come on, let's go. Let's do this. 2 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock. Okay, got you. I mean, I should have known better than to trust Tapology's nationality and fighting of on their profile. A nice right hand there by Da Silva. It makes sense since he splits time training in Italy and Nova Uno. Or, yeah, in Italy. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Step in left by Silva. It just seems like Da Silva hits a little bit harder, and in the exchanges, he's getting the better of him. And he's bigger. He's taller. He looks like he has just as much muscle, despite him being younger. Ooh, and a counter left on the back foot there by Silva. Da Silva tried for their overhand right. Doesn't land. Oh, and a knee by Silva on the entry of Da Silva. Da Silva takes him to the ground. 2 minutes on the clock. Debo, it's pretty even thus far. Love the jab to the body by Silva, but Da Silva hitting big to the head. 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock here. Da Silva in the full guard of Silva. Lands a right hand in the guard. Feet planted, posturing up. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. What's up, Robert? Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, Jackie, it's on ESPN Plus in the United States. It's on Fight Pass and TSN in Canada. Oh, and going for a cage grab there was Silva on his way down, but Da Silva gets the second takedown. And he's working with these takedowns, so he's landing some ground and pound. He's advancing positions. He's constantly being active. He's posturing up and landing rights. He tried to land another elbow there. 1 minute and 11 seconds on the clock here. So definitely Da Silva might take back this round here. The striking was pretty even, but now he's racking up the control time. And speaking of, my apologies, I should get Fight Center up on the screen here so we can follow along with the live stats, folks. And now getting the back of Da Silva, another nice roll there. There we go, guys. My apologies for that. And they're back to their feet. We're just 43 seconds left on the clock. What's up, AT? And again, Robert, thank you so much for joining. Debo, it's good to see you, my man. Nice wrestling sequence indeed. Both these guys are looking good. Yeah, no, not like nothing super high level yet. High kick attempt there by Silva, but not a bad fight. Not a bad fight. Similar significant strikes each. I mean, Silva landing just a touch more. Yet Da Silva with the control time and the takedowns. Da Silva. I can't do it. And that's it for the first round. That was an awesome ground defense by Silva. At least they weren't both Silva. At least one is Da Silva. Let me know your thoughts on the first round, folks. Let me know who you think is up so far in this fight. The Notorious Connor, BJJ Black Belt McGregor. That is a mouthful. I miss Goth JL. I tend to agree. Anyone's round, honestly, close round. Da Silva got a few takedowns because Silva kept getting up. That's true. But he was, I would say it's not like he just laid there. When he got the takedown, he was active, even if it was for a short period of time. So I'm not going to say that like those takedowns were irrelevant. He was 4 for 4. I mean, honestly, with the significant strikes being so close, And if it stayed on the feet, you could give it to anyone. But with those takedowns and some of the significant strikes coming because of the ground and pound, and it wasn't a lot, but like he was active. He wasn't just laying there. If he would have just laid there, that's one thing. But I'm going to narrowly give it to Igor da Silva as well. Round 2.
Let's get it on.
Yo, MMA Post Daily. It's great to see you, buddy. How are you? What's up, Yoshi Panoshi? What's going on? I'm having trouble trying to watch. Does BT Sport show it? What's happening in this fight? It's pretty even thus far, but the Silva just cranked Silva, and Silva landed a big right. Dude, they're just throwing the pocket, and the left hook just dropped Silva. Da Silva just landed the left hook. It just dropped Silva, and now he's laying down hammer fist. But it looks like Silva's still trying to block here and doing a good job of trying to push Da Silva back on him, but Herzog right above the action. Da Silva has landed some unanswered shots, but not enough for Herzog to end this. So good job by Herzog not ending this yet, but now getting to that modified. Oh, I thought he was in half guard there, but now he's in the full guard of Silva, posturing back up on his feet is Da Silva. 4 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock. This started quickly here. Silva might be out of it soon here. Da Silva has to land a few more clean shots. No, and a great job by Silva. He's not out of this yet. Doesn't necessarily close guard, but Da Silva, instead of gassing himself out there, allows Silva to kind of clinch him in there and close the guard. Yeah, good job by Silva for squirming around because Da Silva wasn't able to land. He was trying to finish it. 35 significant strikes by Da Silva, 1 by Silva. Honestly, you could shave 10 off that with how much he was missing or just landing on Silva covering up. Damn. So I think their heads clashed at one point in the first round. I saw that too, but it wasn't like neither of them looked super phased. Back up to his feet is Silva. Wow. He came in so nasty. Battle to become the greatest Silva. Huge round. There's already a greatest Silva. Yes, indeed. There's some people who think there's a lot of people, not even just some. There's a lot of people who think Israel Adesanya is better. Nice right hand and left by Da Silva. 2 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. So his ground defense is kind of odd for a newcomer. Da Silva tired now. Yeah, and he's taking shots on the feet here. Right hand there by Da Silva. Left hook by Da Silva. Oh, and another big shot. Da Silva landed a left hook again. It drops Silva a right. And Jason Herzog ends it. It wasn't even that Silva was taking a lot of ground damage there. It was that he could barely stand at that point. He took some big hooks, and it wasn't until the fourth one that dropped him. This might be a case of Jhonata Silva being a little too tough for his own good there. I do think the fight could have gone on a little bit longer, but Herzog let it go for a while early in the second round. And as you can see on the replay on the feet here, got pieced up. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think that was a justified ending, or do you think it should have gone a little bit longer despite the damage that Silva had taken thus far? Let me know in the live chat, folks. You heard my opinion. I want to hear yours. Violence. Hey, that is my opinion. Let's go. What a good start to these fights tonight. That was a beatdown. No, I didn't even think he had didn't have enough energy. And thus didn't have the power. Good stoppage considering letting him go in the first knockdown. Yeah, I'm leaning towards that too. It was an okay stoppage, maybe early if anything, but I think it was okay. Definitely, I'm not upset with, I'm not going to be overly critical with that stoppage, but hey, the 20-year-old won this one. Let's go, baby. I had the winner and round not bad. Tim Gamble. That is awesome.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Wow. Igor da Silva, 20 years of age. Still undefeated, 8-0. I imagine Uncle Dana's going to serve him a contract. If it was an actual UFC fight, I would say let it go, but he would have gotten stopped either way. A guy took some brutal punishment. Yeah, no, for sure. Nice hit, Tim. That's a late stoppage if it's also versus O'Malley.
Exactly that.
Also, always feel encouraged to let me know when you're streaming in case I forget. Oh, okay, Shane. Yeah, sometimes I just like figure like, you know, you're always here. You're on top of me for getting the schedule out more than I am for you joining. So like, you just hadn't joined yet, and the fight was about to start, and I was like, all right, I want to get this beer bet in because I want redemption on this card. Aljo, yeah, I was picking up what you're putting down. First leg cashes. Let's go, Gucci. Let's go, baby. Guys, as I'm like resetting up my whole like streaming space here, and I have the program that I'm using to stream has another camera option. So I was trying to find another spot so I can like switch back and forth with different cameras during different segments. And we're still gonna do that, but I'm gonna switch my whole setup around. I'm gonna put my desk up against the wall. I'm gonna take this down after I just put it up and put it somewhere else. Then we'll have like one camera facing one side of the room, one camera facing the other. And then for videos, like YouTube videos and membership streams, we'll use like one predominant view. And for live streams, we'll use both. So anyways, I got a lot of work ahead of me, but I'm trying to do it on a dime. So it's been like finding a few pieces here, Facebook Marketplace, finding a few cheap, you know, lights or whatever here from Amazon. Kene, what's up, Kene? You can watch on ESPN, TSN, or UFC Fight Pass, dude. Oh, man, the kid's emotional. It's JL's favorite translator, man. By the way, where's Herbo? Close fight, but also gets a decision. Your pick. Locking it in. Oh, what's up, JV? Who won the first fight as... whoops, I guess it doesn't say on screen anymore. Igor da Silva won in the second round. KO, TKO, threw 147 strikes in that fight, had 2 knockdowns, 4 for 4 on the takedown, 2 minutes and 39 seconds of control time. Man, he looked damn good, and he's 20 years old. Guys crying in front of Sanko and Chad interpreter. He's so awesome. So him, and then there's another one in one championship who's just brings the absolute energy as well. There's this Russian girl in one championship too. Chef's kiss. I don't even know what she's saying, and it doesn't matter. All right. Let's get to this next fight here. We're going to highlight the next 2 fighters. I will give my prediction, and then I want to hear yours. If you're new to the channel, we do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. I want to hear your predictions as we break down the matchup, and then we'll bring Fight Center back on screen so we can follow along with the live stats. Don't forget to vote in the poll question. Don't forget to smash that like button. Our like goal for this video is 30 likes, and there are 30 of you right now in the live chat. If all you smash that like button right now, we will hit our like goal. Yeah, your favorite translator, Jail. You can cry like a baby if you got hands like that. Sanko was trying to cry because the foundation will run. All right, we have Kanon Kruschewsky up against Dylan Mantello. Kruschewsky 14-1 as a pro. These guys are fighting in the lightweight division. He is 4-1. Disqualification or no contest in his last 5 fights. He is the -250 favorite. He's 32 years old out of Brazil. What's up, Mike Jones? Great to see you, buddy. He went for the kill. Never seen a guy empty the tank and then turn it back on a minute later. That second round KO paid plus 750 on Bovada. Great fight for the small guys. Yes, Mike Jones, and he was 20 years old. So shout out to him. Glad you got a nice payout, my man. It's great to see you. Dylan is going to smoke him. Anthony took Dylan, locking it in. Let's go Serra-Longo, Strong Island, baby. All right. Like I said, 14-1. 4 KO, TKO, 8 submissions, 2 decisions. He's 1-0 in LFA, 4-0 in Jungle Fight, and 3-0 in MMA Demolidor fights. Never heard of this regional show. But his last 3 fights have been in Jungle Fight. He also fought in Aris where he had no contest against Damien Lapilleux. I feel like we streamed that card, did we not? I don't remember this, though. Overturned to a no contest. Anyways, does anyone know the story on that one? I totally forgot, but I remember we streamed that card. Anyways, he beat a 5-1, 10-5, and 8-3 in his last 3 fights where he finished them all. I'm impressed. Beat an 8-3 guy, 28-10. Honestly, not a bad resume. 9-10. Okay, there's a can, but 8-2 before that when he was 7-0. Yeah, for a regional fighter, it's not a bad resume. Your second fight going up against a guy who's 9-5, 3-2, and you're 3-0. Yeah, 3-5 and you're 5-0. Don't like that, but 8-2, 7-0. Yeah, honestly, not a bad fighter at all. Upon just looking at that the resume of his, I'm like, okay, I'm understanding now why he's the favorite. But at plus 200, let's take a look at the quiet man, Dylan Mantello. 3-2 in his last 5 fights. He has 7-2 as a pro. Serra-Longo guy out of New York. 30 years of age. I think 6'1". Taller guy. 4 KO for the division anyways. 4 KO TKO. 2 submissions. 1 decision. What's up, Carlo? It's great to see you, buddy. 3-1 in Ring of Combat. He beat a 9-3 guy. 6-6, 7-4 in his last 3 fights. Lost to Archie Coughlin and John Ramirez before that. He has fought in Eagle FC, Cage Fury FC, and Ring of Combat, by the way. Again, they're just not, like, other than the 9-3, there's not really a lot of impressive wins on his resume. He did go 6-0 as an amateur, beating a 7-2 guy and 4-1 notably. Maybe fights in the better gym. But again, I got to go with where's Gravedigger Jones at? Where's Gravedigger Jones at? When you don't know much about either of the guys, even if one of them, this is my caveat by my asterisk, Isha's asterisk, even if one of them is with a well-known gym, got to go with the Brazilian. I'm going with the Brazilian here. I'm going with the favorite. I can't lose another beer bet to Shane this week. I can't take another Tuesday night. I won't be able to sleep. I'll be up all night. Toss and turn, thinking about it. And if I do sleep, it'll give me nightmares, Shane. So locking it in. I'm going with the Brazilian. Let's get Fight Center back on screen, and then we'll turn our attention back to the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this next fight. Let me know who you think is going to take this one. Let me know your predictions. Smash that like button if you haven't already, and don't forget to ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload. We have a poll question tonight. How many contracts does Uncle Dana award? 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Let me know in the live chat. I said 3 originally. I think we're 1-0 so far. 1-0 so far. All right, back to the comments we go. And again, big shout out to all of you joining. Sorry, it was a thinner streaming week last week. Went up to North Dakota for a craft beer festival, Drecker Fest 9, and I will actually have some content coming out both on this channel and my second channel, the Soda Pod, in the next week or so. All right, let's get to the comments. Like I said here. Dude, they're awesome. Punch a hole through his fucking chest. I don't even know what that means, but if Ray Longo tells me that, I'm going to punch a hole through someone's chest. I wish I bet the second round KO. I got plus 195 on the KO. Any round. All right, that's still not bad. That's still not bad. I bet both these guys in a round robin. Hard to pick this one. Carlo, it's great to see you, buddy. How are you doing today? Dylan gets a sub or gets KO'd, says Mike Jones. I took Dylan straight up $25 to win 75. Let's go, Anthony, on TV.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucking.
By the way, that dinner I ate was cooked by the same guy who cooked the raw chicken. It was lasagna. Shane, what the hell?
Emotional damage.
You have so much trust, Shane. So much trust. Unbreakable trust. It's admirable, my friend. It's admirable. Dude, I love Ray Longo. I absolutely love Ray Longo. And honestly, I was such a Matt Serra fan growing up. Even though like I knew he wasn't the best fighter, I still was just such a big fan of his. That season when it was him against Matt Hughes, on the Ultimate Fighter, I rooted for his team I rooted for every single one of his fighters every episode. Like, what's up, Front Row Productions? It's been a while, my man. How are you, sir? How are you, dude? Front Row Productions. It's been almost a year, my man. How's it going? I got Kruschewsky. We're going head to head. Shane's got the quiet man. Front Row, great to see you, my man. No Contest was a loss to a 15 and 18 guy that popped for PEDs. He should not be minus 220. This should be even. Lapilou? I don't think Lapilou had a record of that, did he? Lapilou just entered the UFC, if I'm not mistaken. 4 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Round one. You should come to Oktoberfest in New York so we can drink craft beers. Dude, I would love that. I would love that. 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here. Counter left by Kruschewsky. Mantello landed a good shot too. 4 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock. If I missed your comments, I'll get back to them, guys. Igor Silva did win. He did win. Yes, he won. Shout out to our boy JV from the Philippines. Right hand by Mantello. We'll take a look here in a sec, Mike Jones. We'll take a look here in a sec. Three minutes and 55 seconds. Nice left and right by Kruschewsky. Mantello can snipe, but he's very hittable. He is lanky. I'm interested to see if he can split through that guard and land the jab on the outside. Body shot attempt by Kruschewsky, a left hand. Outside low kick by Mantello. Let's go, baby. It was a great win. Second round knockout, or TKO. Nice right hand by Kruschewsky. Debo, my only two picks, I wouldn't even call them locks, but that I was most confident on was Igor da Silva and Shamil Gaziev. Other than that, I'm deferred to the chat, my man. Right hand by Kruschewsky as he's starting to walk down Mantello. Good head movement there by Kruschewsky, and he dodges the punch and gets a takedown. Kruschewsky landing the better shots on the feet and great head movement and ends up getting a takedown. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Taking the back of Mantello's Kruschewsky. Kruschewsky with the hooks in already as Mantello crawled quickly to try to get back to the cage here. He's got his hands on the mat. Feet planted. Kruschewsky just backpacked here. Hooks in. Mantello, he's going to have to try to shake him off here or roll. Or maybe not roll, but 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Now looking for the choke here. Looking for the choke is Kruschewsky. It's not quite under the chin yet. It's not quite under the chin. Slowly is 2 minutes and 20 and 15 seconds to work here. Slowly lifting up. Slowly lifting up. And he's out. And he's out. Kruschewsky wins submission. Mantello is out. He is asleep. Slowly sinking it in. You saw that arm rise higher and higher. And he is asleep. He is asleep.
Emotional damage.
Wow. First round submission. Make that 9. Or 8, I should say. For the young man. My goodness. All right, let's get back to the comments here. I don't think Mantello has the fight IQ to use his length and jab. Do I know Mira Asakura? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Great fighter. Brazilian is good. That's deep. Damn. 2 for 2, says Tim. Let's go. Plus 124 hit. Jeez. What's up, Jules? Holla. Hope your weekend was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. I have one of the... I have a poster from the event as well. It was really cool. Like I said, I did a lot of filming there, did a lot of vlogging. We're going to post the full video on my second channel because that's the craft beer channel. craft beer and hockey channel, but I will post a few teaser videos on this channel as well. 5, yes. 2 contracts so far. Yep. Vote in the poll question, guys. Vote in the poll question. It's only fun when you vote in it early. I guess some people wait till the end, and that's okay. All right, first and only women's fight coming up here against 2 Brazilians. And we'll highlight them here in just a moment. I'm Japanese. Please be nice to me. You know what? I will 100% be nice because we have an awesome card coming this next weekend. Ryzen 44. We'll be doing a fight companion for Ryzen 44, buddy. It's going to be a great card. And then I'm pretty sure the next week it's the Landmark show, right? Landmark, what are they? Landmark 4, Landmark 5 now? We'll be streaming both of those. Dude, I love Ryzen. I like Ryzen more than the UFC. Stephanie W. to smash the boomies. Depending on what mood Dana is in, I don't think it's a guaranteed contract, to be honest. I do, Ethan. There's no way that's not going to be a guaranteed contract, especially the way he was looking after. He was going, wow. You know, that's a guarantee in my mind. Oh, okay, look, he just got a selfie with him. Ethan, he just got a selfie with him. Oh my God, they're getting selfies with Dana White right now. There's no way Dana's not going to give him a contract now. Great fights. Cheaters wait till the end. Wow, that was a great choke. I thought he was more likely to get a KO. He's legit. Great prospect for sure. Who wins this next one? We'll get into it here in a sec. But but yes, he won his last one. How do you pronounce his name? Kanon? Luciano is my next pick. Thinking decision. Ryzen 44 will watch the game locally. Hell yeah, man. I hope you join us on the stream here. It'll be late for me, but you know, prime time for you, my man. See, I can't wait. I love Ryzen, dude. I think soccer kicks and the knees to grounded opponents need to be in every single league, and I think that every league that doesn't have them is a soft, inferior league, and I will hope that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He was asleep for a minute. Ref could have stopped it sooner. I got Luciano too. Luciano got this. Kruschewsky won Gucci Robbery submission in the first round. Always go with the Brazilian when in doubt, right? I have you on my TV and I'm watching the fights on my phone. Thinking about getting an Xbox or PS5. If you can use Chrome or Google on one of them. I think you can. I know you can on the PlayStation. So you got me on the big screen right now and you're watching me. It should be the opposite, my man. Am I just taking up a ton of room on that big TV of yours? That's crazy. Robert, thank you so much for joining, buddy. You're an absolute beauty. Konbanwa. What the heck? I thought this was the fighter name that you were predicting. Oh, Shane's speaking Japanese. Yoroshiku Ongeshimasku. Dude, I'm like in hockey mode now after just covering like those prospect showcases. Minnesota had one really bad game and one really good game. Again, younger players, most of them will be playing in Iowa. A chunk of them will be going back to college or juniors. Actually, I don't even think any of the college guys played in the showcase. Actually, I think it was just CHL, junior, and drafted guys already. But anyways, yes, I'm excited. Like, I don't put a lot of, like, it's not appointment viewing for me, but I do watch like all the highlights of preseason. I take note of who's cut after each game or who's, you know, obviously who stayed. Quinn Hughes in Vancouver becoming captain was exciting. The Minnesota Wild signed actually a Vancouver boy. And he was a third liner in Edmonton for a while. Jujar Kara, solid third liner guy. Who's, I mean, Minnesota hasn't done much because they don't have room. They have a good first line and then 3 third lines, and they brought in another third liner. So yeah, now that there's kind of activity locally and in the teams I follow, like, yeah, I'm excited for hockey, man. I'm excited for hockey season. Do you think Kurmov can rank in the UFC? Rank? Like where rank? I don't know. Could he be competitive? Yes. I don't bet on the woman, but Talita Alencar is going to get a sub. He will get a contract for that. He came out swinging the Brazilian. I watch all my TV on Xbox. Nice. Microsoft Edge is the best. O'Shea means Onigeshimazu. Shane, are you just making me say swear words in Japanese? Is that what you're doing to me right now? Yeah, 2 contracts right now for sure. Going on Japanese. Mike Jones, so works to watch streams, Xbox. Yeah, streams of me, YouTube, streams of me. Shane, are you watching Ryzen this weekend, Shane? Shane, you just got to start watching Ryzen again in the Japanese broadcast, not the English broadcast, and your Japanese will come back. You know, you can treat it like school. I remember Konbanwa is good evening. Okay, Jules said that. Hell yeah, Mike Jones. I'm so pissed the Devils got Jack Hughes. He's so good, but at least I can go to the Rock and watch him play, even though I root against the Devils. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And I mean, well, Luke should come in and light it up as well. I'm glad the Canucks like made Quinn captain too, because now like they like where there are even like the slightest bits of concern that he, you know, might be dealt to the Devils. That's all gone now. I would have rioted in Vancouver again if they traded Quinn Hughes. I would have flown back there and just started a riot myself. I'm kidding, YouTube. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding, guys. 2-2 so far. I'm going for the favorite again. Jules, do you speak Japanese? Luciano or Alencar by sub. Oh, I remember Alencar's. Kenny Gutierrez. So the next 2 fighters are gonna be making their walkouts here in about 5 minutes. So probably the fight will start in 10 minutes. Yeah, Mike Jones. You taught me that, Mike Jones. You taught me that, my man. Because I remember when I had a system when I was streaming in Canada. I knew where to find everything. Honestly, I didn't even care about paying for pay-per-views back then. Because it was a lot cheaper in Canada if you had Fight Pass. Moving to the United States where everything was just different, Mike Jones showed me the way. Yeah, I'm just praying that my reliable friend there doesn't go the wayside. But for the most part, like I get most of my fix from Fight Pass, which is awesome, which is why I canceled my Netflix. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Happy Tuesday, by the way. Happy Tuesday. Oh, I think my roommates turned off the AC today, even though it was really hot, because like I am sweating, guys. Like, and I've been wearing this hoodie all summer in my like in the basement, my basement, you know, office room here. It's freaking hot. It is hot today. Do I know what? I don't know what that is. Tell me, my friend. How do I pronounce your name, by the way? How do I pronounce your name? Our Japanese friend in the live chat. I'm so stoked we have a Japanese fight fan in the live chat here, because we got a new friend to watch Ryzen with late at night. I know JL stays up late for that. Foul One does every now and then. Mike Jones, you stayed up for a chunk of a Ryzen card one time as well. I'm pretty sure on New Year's maybe. Barbie versus Harley Quinn. Lupita Godinez versus Elise Reed was awesome. Lupi was all over. Yes, I actually watched that fight at the cabin. I had it on while we were, I think, cooking or something. I'm gonna go decision in women's MMA. Yeah, Mike, that's what you're saying. That's crazy. That's like 20 years. Yoroshiku Onegeshimasu is loosely translated into Look on to me favorably. It's one of the most used phrases when meeting someone. All right, well, look on to me favorably, everybody on YouTube. And smash that like button if you haven't already. Yago, what's going on, my man? Thank you so much for joining. We had Kruschewsky win via submission in the first round. That's true, Robert, but it's just going to go up and up and up and up and up. Well, I got washed. Sorry, Anthony. How did you make any money this weekend, Anthony? It's weird because I'm just catching up with everyone outside of the exclusive members today. We had a long exclusive membership stream last time. We went 2.5 hours. Only got through 2 of our stories, but it was a fun time. It was a fun time, JL. Shane had commented the night that stream. All right, fighters are making their walkout now. It's probably another 5 minutes until the fight begins. Let's highlight both of these women here. We got Talita Alencar, 4-0 as a pro. She's a minus 240 favorite. She's out of Brazil. She's 32 years of age. And she is a very decorated Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. Come on, Tapology. 1-0 in LFA, 3-0 in Titan FC. Okay, I like that. I like both of those promotions. Beat a 2-2 gal, decision in her last fight. Rear naked choke, rear naked choke, rear naked choke. To a ton of grappling. Holy crap. Okay, so she's only finished one of her opponent. In her 4 professional fights, she's only gone to decision once. She's gotten 3 rear naked chokes and 1 unanimous decision in her pro MMA career. Looking at her opponent, who is the underdog at plus 200, Stephanie Luciano Rondinha. 5-1 as a pro. She is 3-1 in her last 4 fights. And she's making her walkout right now is Stephanie Luciano, 23 years of age, 2 KO, TKO, 0 submissions, 3 decisions. She's 1-0 in LFA. Beat a 5-0 gal in her last fight in Jungle Fight. Beat a 2-0 gal. And she's 4-1 when she was 3-1. Beat a 2-0 gal. Lost her 3-1 gal when she was 3-0. Honestly, I like her resume. But this is stand-up versus grappler, isn't it? Muay Thai, or canceled Muay Thai bout there. But, I mean, she's Brazilian, so she came out of the womb with a couple stripes on her white belt. But from what I saw on the preview earlier today, that little feature that the UFC posts on their YouTube channel, and her resume, I mean, it's elite grappler against an MMA fighter, but a striker first. It's women's MMA though, so it's tough to call, which is kind of exciting when I do my predictions against Shane, to be honest. You know what, Shane? Let's go with stand-up. Let's go with stand-up. I'm going Stephanie Luciano. I'm going with the underdog here. I'm going with the 23-year-old. God, I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. Shane, this might be a layup for you. This might be a layup for you. All right. Same name as Moicano. My favorite Japanese fighter is Makoto Shinryu. Dude, my favorite is Horiguchi right now. And he's like just one of my favorite fighters in general. But he's so good. He went 8-1, right? 8-1 in the UFC or 7-1 in the UFC, and his only loss was to Demetrius Johnson. Okay, I'm bringing Fight Center back on screen, and if I missed any of your comments, don't worry, we'll get back to them in just a moment. Round 1. Let's get it on. Get back to play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction, folks. So we're going to call this fight here. My apologies for missing some of your comments. Comment them again if it's urgent. If not, be patient. I'll get back to them in just a moment. And a 1-2 there by Alencar. I'm guessing it's Alencar if she's Brazilian. Definitely the height and reach advantage. Going to Luciano. 30 seconds into this first round. Trying to land a 1-2 is Alencar. Tried to land a double left jab. Doesn't. And a left hand by Luciano. And looking for that single leg takedown there was Alencar, and she easily got it, but back up to her feet was Luciano. Luciano landed a right there, and just dropping to pull guard there was Alencar. Luciano, don't play her games here. Keep her on the feet. All right, I'm going to try to just fire through some of these comments I missed, guys. Mike Jones, I just read your broadband comment there. Favorite Japanese fighters, Rampage Jackson. That's a good comment. That's a good comment. Kicking the legs still is Luciano. Yeah, I love The Sopranos. Mad Men was really good. All right, back up on her feet is Alencar. 3 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. All right, guys, there's way too many comments for me to get catch up to, so my apologies. Can't do it. Mike Jones, thank you so much for the donation. Mom, man. Submission win on a fight I don't want to see. Thank you so much for the donation and prediction. 3 minutes on the clock here. Alencar trying to enter now the guard of Luciano. And Luciano was going for a triangle there, but good scramble by Alencar. Luciano doesn't look totally scared on the field. And Luciano just landed 2 up kicks. None of them super dangerous, but she did land them nonetheless. Mike Jones, thank you so much for the $2, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as always.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
What is up, Darren Squid? 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. And Mike Jones re-upping his membership as well. Started from the bottom. Now we're here, man. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much. Alencar inside control right now, pushing Luciano. Her shoulders anyways up against the cage. 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Luciano again doesn't look too phased on the ground here yet anyways, but we're only at 2 minute mark of the first round in that modified half guard side control by Alencar. Again, thank you, Mike Jones, for the donation. Anthony on TV, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for re-upping your membership. Shane, you got to listen, man, because we got a bunch of comments coming in here, dude, and I'm going to miss some of yours. I said I'm taking the underdog on this one. The tank is back. I want to win my second comment of the day. Second comment of the night. Yes. That was a good one. I even bookmarked it. That I'll bookmark that as well. 1 minute 21 seconds on the clock here. And trying to push Alencar off of her is Luciano. Luciano not landing that much ground and pound here, despite being that modified half guard side control, but she is trying to get out of side control and either get into mount here, but it's hard when you can't get that right leg over with Luciano up against the cage. So probably getting into side control would be the better option. That's what she's trying to do. And trying to push her off is Luciano. Alencar still just on top of her here, back on her feet, trying to land some ground and pound. Cage grab, cage grab, cage grab. You cheater, you, Alencar. Back up to her feet is Alencar. But Luciano, I mean, she's facing a lot of pressure here by Alencar, but she doesn't look like a total stranger on the ground. If she can, shoot, she can keep us on the feet for a bit and land some big strikes. I mean, 2 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. Yeah, there's 2 minutes and 30 seconds of control time by Alencar, but honestly, she wasn't landing much ground and pound, and she just grabbed the cage again there. Eight seconds on the clock. And a nice 1-2 by Luciano as they're back on their feet here. And Alencar going for the takedown again, and she gets it right at the bell. And that's it for the first round. All right. Sorry I got behind some of the comments there, guys. When I'm highlighting the fighters, I'm just reading Tapology, and I missed some of them here. So let's try to get back on them. Gucci saying, same page, my parlay is looking healthy. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on the first round. Let me know your thoughts on the first round. 10-9 Alencar. It's windier than a motherfucker in Dublin right now. The wind is howling. A couple favorites and KO win for favorite in the main. Luciano's a cutie. Hot take, a ref should never stand a fighter back up that is getting leg kicked up their back or off their back. Learn to stand up without getting KO'd or subbed. I mean, yes and no. That's the thing. It's that's where the judges, or that's where the ref just kind of has the ability to make the call. Because sometimes I'm totally in your camp, but sometimes it's like they throw one every friggin' 10 to 20 seconds, and it's like, come on, dude. Like, so I wouldn't say it's a flaming hot take, but it's tough to implement regularly. Round 2 and a nice 1-2 right off the bat by Luciano. She lands some good strikes. And Luciano with a counter right there as well. And Luciano, let's see if she can defend some takedowns here, because on the feet, she clearly has the advantage. And there, she saw that takedown. She defended it. Great job stuffing that takedown by Alencar. Was Luciano. 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Outside low kick. She's got to be careful with those kicks there, because that's where Alencar is going to try to jump on. I think the first one went Alencar just because Luciano didn't do enough damage on the feet despite outstriking her. Alencar dragging Luciano back to the ground, though, and now in deep water in the center of the cage. And, oh, beautiful roll to get her back. Beautiful back take there by Alencar. That was slick. That was slick. She's got the hooks in. That was a slick back take by Alencar. 3 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. Mine are looking good, but don't start counting until it's over. Which I would have approved of. Sounds good, buddy. Yeah, she had a sick back take. She had a sick... It worked. Her panic wrestling... I mean, after the takedown being stuffed, she's able to get that back take there. Three minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. Fighting the hands is Luciano. Again, great to see you, Darren Squid, JV Bars, Pepano, Gushirari, Charles Barkley, the real Charles Barkley, Robert Gerard, Mike Jones, one of our exclusive members, JL, Shane, Anthony on TV. Thank you, Mike Jones, for re-upping your membership. Thank you, Mike Jones, for the donation. Thank you, Anthony on TV, for the donation as well. Thanks to our friend in Japan. Thanks to Goth JL. Thanks to JL. Thanks to Iago. I know I missed somebody. I just did a quick scroll up the chat here. Jules, Kenai, Gutierrez, Tim Gamble. Thank you guys so much for joining. If I missed you, just comment again. I'll give you a shout out. Not like when I tried to shoot on Diaz. What the fuck was I thinking? Oh, he's a wrestler now. 2 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock. Good job of defending the submission is Luciano. Again, she doesn't look like she's a stranger on the ground at all, even at 23 years old, going against a, like you said, a multi-world champion. But Alencar in that scramble ends up getting mount here. Doesn't have the back take anymore. She's in full mount with 2 minutes on the clock. Alencar right now. DC has a vendetta against reading the rule book. He thinks Alencar is winning the round. She needs to do more damage. I feel like the judges are going to give it to her. Clearly, Luciano did more damage. Like that's clear with those just shots in the opening minute. But she got her to the ground at the 4 minute mark, man. And we know how these judges operate. They're going to give it to Alencar for laying on her. Now, when she was going for the decision on the back, that's one thing. But you're in full mount right now, and she's not landing any ground and pound. What are you doing? And again, credit to Luciano for the defense, but what are you doing? And Luciano with the roll. I don't want to say a great, reversal, because Alencar, she's dangerous on her back as well. I agree, Charles. I don't think the judges are going to see it the same way, unfortunately. I hope they do, though. Knock on wood. 50 seconds on the clock. This is not contract worthy, in my opinion. I might not just be in a good mood. She's controlling on the ground and doing nothing with it. Can see why she goes to decision. Yep. And again, she's 4 fights as a pro. I don't see this one getting a contract unless Luciano knocks her out. 30 seconds on the clock. Oh, and Alencar's tired. And Luciano throwing some big shots here. 25 seconds on the clock here. Luciano trying to land some big shots to end this round off strong. If Luciano lands some big shots in the last 20 seconds, she can win back this round. Panic wrestling again is Alencar. Big shots there by Luciano. Alencar trying to take her down again. I don't even know if you count that last. I guess it's a takedown. It almost looked like Luciano gave up position there. And that is it for the second round. Baker, yes. Hockey, I keep up with every sport, to be honest. But my favorite sports are lacrosse, hockey, and mixed martial arts. But I live in the United States, so the NFL is shoved down my fucking throat. So I know what's going on in the NFL. I follow the CFL. I follow most of the tennis tournaments, not all of them. I watch as much of the Canadian curling circuit as I can, although it's tough now in the States. And now I've been watching WVU college football because one of my clients, it's a WVU college football podcast. But I would say hockey and MMA over anything, and then some lacrosse I just go watch live. What's up, Andrew? It's been good, man. It's been good. It's on TSN, Andrew. Fire it up. Good to see you too. How was your weekend? Round 3, ladies and gentlemen. We do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction here. So if I miss your comments, because we're calling this fight. Alencar wants to quit. In wrestling, it's called stalling. In MMA, it's called panic wrestling. No, I'm just kidding. This is Luciano's round, clearly. Edgar Rojas, it could be 1-1. It could be 1-1 right now. And Luciano, as this third round is starting, just landing big shots here in Alencar. She's tired, man. She's gassed. And she's taking big shots here by Luciano. She doesn't want to engage. She's not having a good third at all. Luciano's piecing her up here. Doing a good job of defending those takedowns too. Good shots to the body by Luciano. She's pushing Alencar up against the cage. And oh, look at that. Luciano can put her hand up against the cage without grabbing here. And Alencar goes full jiu-jitsu and pulls guard in the freaking air here. Pulls Luciano down into her guard. Luciano, get up. Get up. Get up. 4 minutes on the clock here. God, Luciano needs to get up. That's terrible fight IQ. Get up. There we go. There we go. What's up, Jose Sanchez? Got Luciano plus 3.5 point spread. She won the second round, in my opinion, although I do not think... Oh, Alencar is crawling, dude. She's done. She's done. She's gassed, man. She's done. Luciano, finish her. Finish her. Knee there by Luciano. Luciano with another big right. Alencar doesn't want to be there, man. She doesn't want to be there. She doesn't want to strike with this woman at all. Three minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. It's good you're staying busy, buddy. Oh, renovations are always busy. Yeah, desperately going for the takedown again is Alencar. Luciano should just wait for the knees. Canadian curling is an obscure sport? Does that mean it's a bad sport? Is obscure a bad sport? I don't understand what you're trying to say there. Dude, if you're Canadian, you don't watch curling, we're shipping you to the States or somewhere else. Or Cuba. 2 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. Luciano in the top position now. But honestly, she should just let her back up. 2 minutes and 21 seconds here. It is frustrating to watch this when you know Luciano can just keep stuffing takedowns and land shots to potentially even 10-8 the round, but no. But no. She's so desperate right now. Luciano sees it too. Yeah, but Luciano now just... It's frustrating to watch. I help build people YouTube channels. I edit video, I edit audio, I do consulting for media networks and for people's individual projects. There we go, Luciano. Keep her coming back up to her feet here. 1 minute and 41 seconds on the clock. Yeah, exactly. Oh, a nice right hand by Luciano. And a left by Luciano. And a 1-2 by Luciano. And an uppercut by Luciano. Alencar falls to the ground here. Luciano, finish her. Just keep throwing shots here, man. Or woman. I would way rather than take points away for grabbing cages, my man, to be perfectly serious. And she's grabbed the cage twice now, Alencar. It's one of those things. It's like if you're Canadian and you're not a curling fan, you're not a real Canadian. .49 seconds on the clock. Fun fact, the Canadian Scotty's curling theme song is the same theme song as the World Junior theme song in hockey. Luciano's making silly mistakes. She's 23 years old, still new to the sport, but still, man. And the left and the right. At least she's trying to finish it now when she... Oh, and just falling to the ground again as Alencar. Didn't even try to go for a takedown there. Back up to her feet and just piecing her up as Luciano. This could be a 10-8, but for Luciano this round. Not much curling in Dublin. No, I know. Damn, sorry. I'm so behind in your comments here, guys, and I'm trying to call the fight at the same time, so I'm gonna have to get back to them in a bit here. Or if I missed them, just re-comment them again. And that is it for the fight. And Dana White's clapping there. And this again. A few silly mistakes here by Stephanie Luciano. There were points where you could see I was even frustrated, like just get back up to your feet. But for the most part, she was. So hey, credit to her when her opponent was just constantly trying to make this a ground affair. Again, for the most part, tried to keep this on the feet. Was it enough to get a contract? No, I don't think so. But I will say this. I will give some praise to Luciano here. She is seemingly going to come away with the victory. That she wasn't a stranger on the ground. She got out of some dangerous positions on the ground, full mounted and back take, and clearly more skilled on the feet, mind you, against a woman who doesn't have a lot of striking at all. So not UFC worthy yet, in my opinion. Either go back to Jungle Fight or maybe even one of the or maybe even LFA for a couple more fights. But regardless, she's yelling at Dana White right now, so that might influence his decision a little bit. Oh, in my opinion, it had to be Stephanie Luciano. Mike Jones saying, never thought I'd see a draw in Contender Series, but this might be a draw. Alencar will have a good shiner. Definitely got that last round 10-8. Shane saying that was one of the better women's fights. Oh, Shane, you missed. Did you watch Grasso and Valentina over the weekend? That was a way better fight than this one. Mind you, again, 5 rounds, high level. I get it, but frustrating in the third round to see Alencar just continuing to try to pull guard and just fall to the ground. But for 23 years old, I'll give credit where credit's due to Luciano. But let's listen in. It's a draw. It's a draw. Wow. Damn, it's a draw, dude. Mike Jones, did you sprinkle on this? So the last 2 MMA fights that we have, the last 2 women's MMA fights that we have seen in the UFC have gone to draws, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. That's crazy. What a stat that is. What a stat that is. I think she was more gassed than beaten up. So anyways, and she didn't end up. And she ended up finishing anyways. I watched some cricket during COVID when MLB was suspended. Alencar will have a good shiner. Anthony, you can't say that. It's women. Dude, like, how many women have that straight up knockout power that are outside of the UFC? And I know she's entering the UFC, but like, again, if this was, and then this is not me being sexist or anything like that, but like, I'm sorry, I wholeheartedly disagree with that. with that statement there, especially given that these are strawweight fighters who are right off the regional. So like I wouldn't say that she sucks for not finishing. I never expect the finish unless it's a shin kick to the head. And again, that's not me being disrespectful. It's especially at the strawweight division. And I know some of you are gonna be like, oh well, there's Mano, or not Mano, but there's Rose, there's Wei Li. I mean, have you seen those women fight? Draw. It's a draw, which is different. Like Ryzen's draws are a little bit different than in the UFC, but no, just a draw. I mean, again, Kene, I disagree. She's a 4-0 MMA fighter who is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu background, who in the first, I would say half of the first round actually brought it. I wouldn't call her that word at all. I would say that she gassed, which is way more factual, I think. There's no way Luciano lost and she'll get a contract because all the girls who went on Contenders get a contract except for that one last week who entered the UFC, that one Swedish girl. And if anything, she put on way more of a dominant performance than Luciano, in my opinion. I got paid on the draw Saturday, but I've never bet on a draw on Contender Series. Mike Jones, I knew you bet on that. I even said on, I mean, I didn't know, but I said on our membership stream last night that I had a feeling that Mike Jones made a little something off betting on the draw there. All right, co-main event coming up next year, folks. I mean, it's a 5-fight card. Is it really a co-main event? Is it really a main event? All the fights are supposed to be good. All the fights are advertised as great fights. Yeah, I mean, like I said, when you're a world Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion and your background's jiu-jitsu and you only have 4 professional fights, it's kind of expected. The fact that she went 2 minutes on the feet in the first round, I'll give her props there. And then I just think the third round she gassed. Potential draw, but it is a draw. Sorry, I'm so behind on these comments, dude. Yeah, she won round 2. It's nothing, dude. The criteria is damage. Called it. Typical terrible judges. Damn, third leg voided. No way. Wow. Even though I had a bet on Luciano, I can understand the 28-28. I can't understand it at all, but also could see Luciano winning. I think Luciano should have got a 10-8 in that third round, and I think she clearly won that second round. Boo. 2 more, Andrew. 2 more. A draw with one fighter getting her ass kicked, right? No one gets a contract in that one, I hope. Yawn. Well, everyone's parlays are messed up. Yep. Luciano gets a callback, but Alcensar is gone. Yeah, I mean, she only had 4 pro fights. Like, go back to the regional, you work on your striking, and I'm not saying that she'll come back to Contender Series, but if you want another shot at the UFC or any high-level promotion, then yeah, you need more than just 4 fights. You ain't the female Bo Nickel, I'm sorry. Ain't that the truth? I got to run off early tonight. You'll have a good night. Mike Jones, thank you so much again for re-upping your membership. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. We're going to be streaming all week, brother. All week, so I hope to see you drop in throughout the week as well. Mike Jones, have a great night, man. Thank you so much for all the support. But in general, boo, yes. How do the judges give round 2 to the girl in the blue? That's criminal. Why do we even have a criteria for not going to use it? Charles Barkley, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more, but I had a feeling. And we shouldn't even have these damn feelings, dude. We should know. We should see fights judged. And I know there's going to be hard fights to judge. That one wasn't. I need to get the rest of the fights right and opposite of you to get a draw. Guys, I might not be able to take all your comments here live tonight just because we have to get to highlighting these next 2 fires and I'm still behind. So my apologies. I'm gonna skip a bunch. Numbers aren't even close. Guy on the kitten's just getting KO'd. Let's go, JaCobi. Yes, it was a draw. Luciano outdamaged her visibly. Robert's coming up quick here. I got Jones. These Factory X guys are always talented as hell. What the F just happened? There's no way she won. Yeah, I don't think she won round 2. Dude, Anthony, she didn't a punch, and she was outstruck significantly 20 to, what was it, 3 or 4? One submission attempt? I don't know. One submission attempt does not trump punches, in my opinion. But again, and she ended the fight on the feet too. Well, not the last second, but you know what I mean. But again, the judges don't care about damage. I got Jones. All right, guys, I'm gonna miss your next wave of comments. So if you want them read, just know you're gonna have to wait. Continue to comment amongst yourselves, though. Like and subscribe. I gotta highlight these next 2 fighters, and I'm already behind, which honestly is the best problem to have. I like getting behind. It means you guys are active. It means we have a great chat. So I appreciate you guys, but I might not even have time to highlight these fighters here. Which, oh my goodness, I am slacking here tonight. I'm slacking, or I'm just reading too many comments. I don't know what's worse, guys, me getting behind on the comments or me just skipping the play-by-play. And okay, I'm highlighting the fighters here, by the way, guys. Sorry, I'm going to be behind on the play-by-play. I might have to start skipping some comments when we get a wave of them, guys, because we get put behind like this. All right, round 1 has begun.
Let's get it on.
JaCobi Jones, 6-1 as a pro. He is 4-1 in his last 5 fights. 3-fight win streak. He is the favorite, minus 300, 27 years old, training out of Denver, Colorado. I'm going to miss a knockout while I'm reading this, aren't I? 27 years of age, like I said, out of Factory X, which was highlighted in the chat. 2 submissions, 2 decisions. His only losses come via submission. 6-1 in LFA. Beat a 5-1 guy, 3-0 and 2-0 in his last fights. Last 3 fights. He lost to a 4-3 guy when he was 3-0 when he took his first step up in competition. As an amateur, he went 5-1. Looking at his opponent, Daniel James Allen, 4-0 as a pro. He is plus 230. He's out of San Jose. Another 4-0. That's not good. We just saw 4-0. Gas in the 3rd round. He's at AKA. Be a 2-4 guy. 0, 3-4, 0. Good gym, but yeah, I'm going with the favorite. Locking it in. All right. 3 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. Missed the first chunk there. So we'll go over the highlights and the stats here after this first round. But back to the play-by-play we go. 3 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock here. Standing center of the cage. Allen's a little bit taller than Jones. Jones with a nice high kick. Counter left there by Allen. 3 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock. Yes, it was a draw. Good night, Andrew. Shane's got Allen. 3 minutes on the clock. Trying to land that left jab. Ooh, a nice right and left there by Allen. Two minutes and 51 seconds. Well, then how am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to pick one? 2 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock. That means I just have to do more prep. 2 minutes and 34 seconds. What's up, Jaden? It's good to see you. Locking it in. Feeling good about my pick so far. Allen looking sharp and powerful. He's doing a good job at range. Body kick by Jones. Jones seemingly a little bit more patient here. Allen, it looks like he's getting into a little bit of a flow here, finding his rhythm, landing combos. I do a little bit, but for Contender Series, not enough, clearly. I've been getting my ass kicked in predictions a lot this season. But noted, there's feedback. We will stop doing rundowns more often. 1 minute and 34 seconds on the clock. And I want you guys' feedback. Like this is your stream, right? You guys come here to be entertained and hang out. So love all the feedback. 1 minute and 18 seconds on the clock. Overhand by Jones. Body kick. And a nice 1-2 by Allen. Allen's landing that right left, man. Every time. Inside low kick by Jones. 55 seconds on the clock here. Outside low kick by Allen. Straight right by Allen. Allen's looking good, man. I got Allen winning this first round so far. I know Jones is mixing it up a little bit, like leg kicks, body kicks, and like striking high as well. Whereas Allen's predominantly going for the head, but he's landing, like, his strikes are getting through. And he's not even jabbing as much as he's just employing that right-left. Body kick there by Allen. Try to land that right after. 15 seconds left. Jones with a good body kick. Oh, and a right there by Allen, I think. Jones evaded that left, but I think he got clipped with that right. And that's it for the first round. All right, back to the comments we go. Let me know your thoughts on the first round, guys. I got Allen winning that first round. Mind you, I missed like the first minute of the fight. Got 30 to win 80 on Allen. I had a parlay with the last fight, but it voided from the draw. Damn draw. Feeling good about my pick so far. Oh, you read that one? What did I get up to on the weekend? Notice you didn't stream KSW or Noche. Yeah, I was up in North Dakota. I was at a craft brewery festival, Drecker Fest 9, and we hit up some breweries up there and my buddy's cabin. Jones looks frustrated. Allen looks in control of the fight more. More significant strikes for Daniel Allen. No takedowns. No really fighting up against the cage. This is no like clinching or anything. This has been a striking match, and Daniel Allen has clearly landed the better strikes and more strikes. JUCO All-American versus D2 All-American, and the first round is a kickboxing match. Makes sense. MMA, buddy. MMA. You got that big toe, though. Good competitive fight so far. I got Allen winning that round. Yes, me too. Round 2. Let's get it on. I did catch up with KSW and Octagon over the weekend. It was awesome. This last weekend was great. And I'm going to be releasing videos, 2 videos on the channel, one tonight, one tomorrow, on some of my reactions to the biggest finishes on the cards this weekend. Cage Fury FC, LFA, Octagon, KSW, and we're just skipping over Noche UFC. Who cares? Ooh, shot to the balls. Ouch. Zoomer, what's going on, Zoomer? No need to sacrifice the stream flow to read every single comment when it's busy, mom, man. Zoomer, it's good to see you. I try to show everyone a little bit of love, though, and try to show everyone that that I am reading the comments and that you guys are being noticed, heard, whatever. But yes, I'm just used to smaller crowds, and now that the channel's growing, it's every now and then we get like a ton of comments, and I just physically cannot keep up. But I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best. Allen round 1. Rose 10-9 Allen. Let's be real, that last one was much more of a draw than Grasso versus Shevchenko was. Yes. But I don't think... Actually, you know what? I don't think either of them were a draw. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I don't think either of them were a draw. All right, we're back. We're back. Much more, yes, but I'm going to stand pat and say I don't think either of them were a draw. If that second round went to just control time and one submission attempt versus any attempt to do damage in that of a woman who was striking, then I just cannot stand the UFC, and it just comes down to that. It's things like this that make me watch the other promotions and enjoy them more. 4 minutes on the clock in this second round. More kickboxing and a counter left by Allen. Been a week of draws. First KSW main event, then UFC, and then, 2 back-to-back women's UFC fights. Again, Contender series and obviously the main event of the UFC that ended in draws. And he did. Yeah, I love Gaziev. Isha's chat engagement is unrivaled. I need a better mouse to click faster. 3 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock. Alan already outstriking Jones in this second round. 3 minutes and 28 seconds. And again, guys, if there's people in the chat who like just need me to do play-by-play, I will give that priority. But tonight, a lot of us are just hanging out. Oh, another shot to the balls. Okay, in real time, I didn't see it clearly, but I heard the smack, so I thought it was to the body. We need spiked cups. Oh, that one rose up again, but it's because they both kicked each other at the same time. Is he milking it? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I wasn't kicked in the nuts. I'm never gonna blame the male fighter for milking getting hit in the nuts, JL. Anyone who blames the male fighter for milking it too much or you're taking too much time, I'm not convinced you're a man. I'm really not. Because you would empathize. You would empathize. Joy buzzer cups. Yeah, it did. And same with the friggin' the Chechen brothers, the twin brothers who went full GTA in Thailand. I'd be surprised if Alan doesn't win this fight. I'll be surprised if friggin' Jones will ever have kids. Alan about to throw the fight. Both the most accidental low blow in a long time. Yikes is not good. Deductive point. I mean, both of them were so accidental. They both threw kicks at the same time. So I don't think you can take away a point for this. No, a real man can endure a clean nut shot. Doesn't that mean you have no nuts left? Disagree. 3 minutes on the clock. I think the cage grab should be an automatic deductive point, not accidental kicks to the balls. Oh, and it looked like Jones almost kicked Allen in the nuts there. Dude, we are one more accidental ball strike from that dude in the orange wig, the carrot top looking mouth, for jumping into the cage and going, you just got kicked in the nuts. Shout out old school YouTube. And shout out Family Guy for jumping on that back in the day. 2 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock, by the way. And look at that. We caught up on comments. What's up, JK? It's good to see you. King James as well. We got Zoomer in the chat here. Jaden. Handful of exclusive members and 40 plus people watching. You guys are amazing. 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Center of the cage. Allen's head movement is really damn good, ladies and gentlemen. He predicted that combo. And there's a left there by Allen. Jones does look frustrated, guys. And we saw that body language in the first round. And I think just like nut shots aside, he's not able... Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. I was saying he's not able to employ his game plan. I love that little bit of the taunting there and a step in right Muay Thai elbow. And a left hand by Allen. You can tolerate a Nards? No, dude. Not even a little bit. And there we go. Jones now hits Al. Okay, where's the guy? Where's that red-haired carrot top looking guy? I swear he's going to jump into the cage now. Nah, dude, not even a little flick. Not even a little flick. 1 minute and 22 seconds on the clock. Oh, and a good counter left by Allen. The hat trick. What does Joe Rogan say? Steel cups, steel cups. Demetrius Johnson has a steel cup as well. John Lineker wears a steel cup now as well. Oh my God, that was horrendous to watch. 56 seconds on the clock here in this second round. I'd rather barbed wire cage personally. Okay, that's a little too savage. Can't wall walk anymore. Can't grab the cage. 3 minutes or 35 seconds on the clock. They're still center of the cage. But let me tell you, these guys, if the cage was barbed wired, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't care. None of this fighting has happened up against the cage. Jones with the continue to throw the leg kicks there, but they say 20 on the stats, and it doesn't look like Allen's really compromised yet as a result of them. 10 seconds left on the clock in the second round. Thanks, Anthony on TV. Appreciate it. And that is it for the second round. Damn. This fight is nuts. Oh, that might be comment of the night. I know it's like dad joke. I know, but that's in the running. That's in the running.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucking.
Is Jones losing? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm sad. Allen has got hands, man. I said the guy with the kitten on his chest is losing. You did. You did. Round 2 significant strikes are so wrong. Yes, this is incorrect. There is no... Oh, wait. Yeah, there's no way they're that close. They haven't been too good as of late, and Anthony on TV has been calling it out. I'm asleep, man. Well, JV, great to see you. I hope, are you joining us on Friday for Rod Tang versus Superlek? Go Superlek! Rod Tang is a coward. Rod Tang is going to fall. That iron chin is going to get broken. Bet your house on Superlek. Rod Tang's probably not even going to show up. He's that much of a coward. Hope to see you on Friday, Jay. Hat trick in a single round should be a mandatory deduction. Yeah, but King James, are you watching the fight though? You know what I mean? It's not black and white. And it wasn't like Allen didn't get all three. Allen got 2 and Jones got 1, if I'm not mistaken. I was, there recently, what was it, 2 cards ago in the UFC, 2 weeks ago, a point was taken away because of a double nut shot, but in this case, it was 100% both of the times by Allen anyways. And even Jones wasn't too bad. All right, round 3, by the way, guys. Again, cage grabs. I don't know why are you guys talking about nut shots as points here? Cage grabs should be deduction of points. Come on, guys. Don't you want to see the UFC get a little bit better? It just seems to be getting worse, to be honest. It's a nuts kind of night. Oh, and a slip there by Jones. 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in this third round. Good sleeper card for this week. I started my prep, and I'll say this.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
Even for a sleeper card. And I'm not one who needs big names, dude, because the one before Noche was awesome. Wait, was that a pay-per-view? No, Paris. Wait, what am I thinking of? No, the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view. That one was a thin pay-per-view, but it delivered, in my opinion. This week, I'm not there yet, but probably just because Ryzen and One Championship are this week, and I could care less about the UFC. 3 minutes on the clock. And I think Gamrot's going to get absolutely dummied. Dude, Allen's just chasing down Jones. Body kick by Jones. Back in the center of the ring. Look at that. I'm so stoked for Ryzen and One. I'm saying ring over Octagon. Like, I honestly like Contender Series more than the UFC these days, guys. I enjoy it more. 2 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock. And Allen gets a takedown. Allen in top position. Modified half guard side control. 2 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock. Yeah, 2 out of the 3 of my favorite promotions are going down this weekend. I missed the third last weekend in KSW, but we got One Championship on Friday. Great Lupini card. And then Ryzen Saturday. Oh, great job by Allen. Just beautiful takedown by Allen on Jones as he had the back. He had that high body lock on the... Not quite behind him, but side control. Now Allen trying to get hooks in as Jones is trying to get back up to his feet, and Jones does get back up to his feet with 1 minute and 47 seconds on the clock here. Alan still has the hooks, or still has the body lock. I think his hands are locked. Oh no, good job fighting the hands by Jones here. Alan trying to get his lock to drag him back to the ground. They separate. Good job by Jones of getting out of that. 1 minute and 33 seconds. Jones needs a knockout, man. Jones needs a knockout or he's going to lose this fight. Alan's looked damn good. As an underdog too, Dana does take that into account. He has said it before. If you come in here as an underdog and you put on a pretty flawless performance like Alan, other than knocking out his opponent, Alan's put on a pretty flawless performance thus far, and he's starting to land big shots up against Jones right now. Jones covering up. Even the damage. Look at Jones' face compared to Alan. Guys, I'll get back to your comments here in a sec. I'm focusing on this fight. It's so entertaining. 55 seconds and a nice 1-2 by Jones, or by Alan. Alan with trying to set up more combos here. Not a lot of them are getting through there as Jones's backs up against the cage and he was utilizing his high guard well. 44 seconds, but Jones isn't being aggressive at all here in the final minute and a half. Couple body kicks. Repeating, what was that, 4 in a row there? Alan steps forward again. 30 seconds on the clock in this third and final round. And let's see, Alan, can you get one more takedown? Good defense there by Jones. 23 seconds in this third round. Oh, a nice left there by Alan. Body kick. But Jones has been mixing up his striking well, I will say. But, Alan again lands a big left there as he walks him down. Good knee in the clinch. And right at the end of the round, Alan ends strong. Dana not even looking as impressed as he was in the women's fight, to be perfectly honest, at the end of this one. Even though, other than putting him out, that was a near flawless performance by Daniel Allen, especially coming in as the underdog. Let's take a look at the comments here, guys. Damn, I'm really behind. I'm in favor of replacing the cage with hockey glass. I'm in favor, say aye. Jones 100% won that second round, in my opinion. I got it 2018 Allen. I had Allen winning all 3 rounds personally. That round was like 40 minutes. What's up, Foul One of our exclusive members? So you can't turn on sound at the pub. Just dropping into smash that like button. Well, thank you, Foul One. Thank you so much. 1919. Agreed. 2 30-27s. Daniel Allen wins unanimous decision. It was the right decision. It was 100% the right decision. Thanks, Andrew. No, they do. And again, I'm not. See, that's why, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, we've called sleeper cards on this channel before, and I'm not saying me. I said we, the collective. We, again, our collective community are such hardcore mixed martial arts fans that we can spot sleeper cards because we know a lot of guys and gals coming off the regionals. We know some of the best guys and gals in the UFC who aren't necessarily ranked, and we know a good matchup when we see them. And that's why I said the last UFC pay-per-view where everyone was kind of dogging on, and for rightly so, in Australia, it actually was a sleepy good pay-per-view. And then there was a fight night before that, if I'm not mistaken, or was it the Paris one before that? The one before Paris, so there was one in end of August, early September. That was awesome. I forget which week now because we've had so many big UFC cards the last few weeks. But there's a sleeper one recently that, like, I swear our community was like, this one, we got a good feeling, and it absolutely delivered. For me, it has nothing to do with name value because we are all junkies when it comes to the sport. We don't need the name value to know when it's going to be a good card. But again, this weekend, for me anyways, and again, it could be a little bit because I'm way more stoked for one championship, Ryzen. I'm going to go to LFA Friday night. I'm actually going to drive to Prior Lake and go to the event live. So again, and you guys know me, like most weekends, like I don't care about the UFC that much, right? Like obviously some of the bigger cards I do, and obviously there's not any other fights that night that I would rather watch. I give the UFC some love, but you guys know it's far from my favorite promotion. Like I said, I like Dana White Contender Series more. What's everyone think? Alan get a contract? I think he deserves one, to be perfectly honest. Like, he didn't do anything wrong in that fight, right? Other than, I guess, not finishing his opponent. Put it this way: if the Brazilian girl gets a contract and he doesn't, I'm gonna be pissed. But if neither of them get a contract, I won't be upset. Daniel Allen won the fight, buddy. All right. Main event coming up here, and I swear if this isn't done in the first round, then neither of them are getting a contract either, because this shouldn't be a big, heavy slugfest. This should be one or the other of these guys absolutely dominating each other. Shout out to the Cage Fear FC heavyweight champion, Greg Velasco. But yeah, Shamil Gaziev is no joke either. We will highlight those fighters in just a moment. Again, I appreciate every single one of you joining us live here on the channel. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Vote in the poll question. Subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, so you never miss a live stream. We have live streams every single day this week, ladies and gentlemen. We also have videos dropping every single day as well. We will have a new video dropping tonight. We'll have one dropping tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Videos dropping every day on this channel as well. Yes, that's what we said, buddy. That's what we said. Charles Jourdain. Is he that good? Honestly, though. Like, let's be real. And I'm Canadian, okay? Is he that good? He's okay. He's not a ranked fighter. He's okay. He was given Kron Gracie last time. An absolute can, a layup. So obviously he was going to look pretty good. Look, I root for Charles Jourdain. I'm not trying to shit on him at all here. I think he has all the talent. I think he's a very high ceiling, low floor. And recently he's been a basement dweller. Both fighters kept a crazy pace the whole time, to be honest. I think Allen should get one because it looked like he could keep the same pace for another 2 rounds. He didn't look gassed. UFC loves Illuminati members. Allen will get the contract. All right, let's see if I can catch on some of these comments that I missed here before. UFC struggles to attract athletic dudes for heavyweight division. I just think most athletic heavyweights either are killing themselves to get to light heavyweight or are in KSW or in one championship where they can not be in the USADA testing pool. Damn, I got robbed by Luciano not getting the win. The parlay with Allen was going to get me $30 to win $250. Now only get $80. It is what it is. Hey, at least you got a little something, man. But yeah, that is disappointing. What don't you like about the UFC? Dude, in my opinion, has the best fights and the best promotion. It is the NFL. Like, and I guess I say this every single week. I say this every single week as like the biggest asterisk. It is the NFL, the NHL, the MLB. It is the deepest promotion with, yes, the best talent. I think that if you don't have knees to the grounded opponents, you're an absolute joke of a league. You are. It's not real MMA. They've regressed. They really have. So I watch it. It is the best. So obviously I'm entertained for the most part. At the fights, commentary lacks compared to other leagues. Entertainment factor lacks compared to other leagues. And to be honest, it is quite saturated these days with them having to have one every single week. Now, it's a blessing and a curse. I'm not complaining. I'm not like, oh, I'd rather there be fights available every single week to watch. But with me, a junkie who watches all sorts of promotions all the time, I very much enjoy watching one championship with the array of different martial arts. I like the Muay Thai and kickboxing just better than MMA anyways, personally. KSW is amazing. It's way better to watch than the UFC, in my opinion. Again, for entertainment factor, the fact that these heavyweights aren't just, let's say they're fit heavyweights, and thank God for no USADA. And Ryzen, it is a spectacle. You cannot watch a Ryzen card and not be entertained. But again, the UFC, it would probably score right under one championship for me if they had knees to the grounded opponents. Hell, it might even go above. But the fact that they don't have knees to grounded opponents, the fact that they have a 10-point must system, the fact that they aren't just tearing down the whole judging system and working with commissions, and honestly just saying, hey, if one state is not going to allow two hands on the ground, only one for a grounded opponent or whatever, and again, I hate that whole shit, but this is going back to the Valentina situation where she didn't even know the rules, then that is a problem, and you have to address that with the commissions. It's an absolute joke. Shout out to One Championship and Rise, and they actually care about their fans and putting on entertaining cards and having real fight rule sets. And the 10-point must is an absolute joke too, but hey, KSW does that, and I'm not going to blame them because at least they allow roids, and it's just entertaining. And I don't like how they don't allow knees to grounded opponents either, but I mean, at least they have steroids and their heavyweight fights are bearable. So there you go. There's the long-winded answer, my man. There's the long-winded answer. I don't like Usman as a fighter. I think it's only a matter of time until he gets an L. His brother? Yeah, I don't like him as a fighter either. Because of you, I almost want to bet the house on Superlek. The Russian will win. Robert speaking facts. I don't even know what he said yet, Jail, but I'm just guessing it's against me because that's Jail's shtick. For those of you who don't know, Jail, enter the chat. He's the contrarian. Or it should be higher. Oh, actually, never mind. I take it back, Jail. Take it back. Usman battle plus 120 parlay. You're welcome. I think Usman will win because his opponent is not very good. Because his opponent is a really undisciplined middleweight. But I don't like him at all. Come on, it's real MMA. No, it's not. It's not real MMA. It's close, but it's not. One can compete with anyone. I agree, less rules, more. It's regressed. It went from absolutely no rules, which again is, it can't be a real sport, and I'm not that stupid to or ridiculous or foolish to suggest that like I want that, and I don't. But I need to watch entertaining promotions. Oh, Robert, there's so many, dude. There's so many. I would rather watch more fighters outside the UFC than fighters in the UFC, to be perfectly honest. And again, a lot of it is because of the entertainment factor. There's a lot of boring UFC champions. Israel Adesanya, one of them. Not boring all the time, but you know what I mean. Whereas, like, I feel like in the other promotions, for the most part, whether it's a little sloppier, and again, not on the, like, comparing to, like, NFL, NHL, like, the obviously best promotion. And again, I'm not trying to argue with you guys. It's a personal preference. I understand I'm on an island, and I don't care, quite frankly. I used to like even watching, like again, when I grew up, man, I would rather watch Strikeforce. I would rather watch the WEC. I would rather watch Pride. I've always been fascinated about the other promotions. Call me a hipster, roll your eyes at me, whatever. I don't hate the UFC. It is my fourth favorite promotion. It is better than Bellator. It is better than the PFL. It's better than Cage Fury. It's better than LFA. It's better than Octagon. I will give you that. No, they don't. They fight both. Only on Fridays and in Thailand. Only when they're in Lupini do they fight in a ring, Thomas. They fight in a cage most on every fight night and every numbered card. They fight in a cage. Only in the Lupini shows when they're 90% kickboxing and Muay Thai will they fight in a ring. Pinblit by split decision. Yeah, I love one championship personally. Again, but for me with one, it's not like if it was just one MMA, then it would be different. I love the promotion way more than the UFC. And I said it there in my little rant. Like I like kickboxing and Muay Thai more than MMA, so naturally I'm going to gravitate towards a league that has really good Muay Thai and kickboxing, right? Greg's going to get chinned. I'm guessing you're picking Gaziev. Shane, are you down? Like, do you need a win here? Like, where are you at with the beer bets? Mooseman should have lost that fight to Tafa. He lost on damage in half guard compared to Robert because of his last name. I honestly thought Tafa won that one too, but I think I said it could go either way, but I did think Tafa did more damage. Johnny Eblin's awesome, dude. 80 to win, 300 on the underdog this fight. I'm all in. Collier is a fat middleweight. Yes. One round. What's up, Ammon? Good to see you. Yes, they have. And that has affected their recent roster. But again, like, I don't even have to know any names in Ryzen, and I will still like it more than the UFC. As soon as Lene Hart's "We are Ryzen," goosebumps, man. Fucking goosebumps. As soon as Lene Hart leaves, then maybe Ryzen will like drop down a little bit. But as long as Lene Hart's there, Ryzen will be my third favorite promotion. Or maybe even my second favorite promotion. It will always be above the UFC. All right. Shane, I will go with... Yes, I'm going with Gaziev. Locking it in. And just like that. And right out of the gate, Gaziev. Oh my goodness. And Velasco now looking for the back take. Oh my goodness, this could be great. This could be an upset and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Velasco just got the back of Gaziev. Oh, and then he's turning to the side. Gaziev rolling here. Trying to regain that back take is Velasco. Again, Velasco doesn't quite have his back. He's more on his side, but a good job by Velasco after getting rocked early. And he's all going for kind of like a reverse. He's going to set up that arm triangle position from the back to try to turn back to get that one hook in. He's got the right. He's trying to get that left. But Gaziev has his arm over the ankle of Velasco, and he's making it tough for him. And now he's going to, now he's going to reverse, shake him off, and get into his full guard. Gaziev in the full guard of Velasco. 3 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. I'll get Fight Center up on the screen here, guys. Gaziev, not Gaziev. My apologies. So Gaziev, he fought in Eris for a bit. Brave CF. And Greg Velasco and Cage Fury FC. We've seen him defend his heavyweight title twice together on this channel, guys. Three minutes on the clock here. And then modified half guard side control. Trying to get into mount here. But that left ankle, that left leg is still caught by Velasco. 2 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock. That's why they don't have a super heavyweight division. And Gaziev looking for the rear naked choke. 2 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock. Oh, it's under the chin. It's under the chin. It's under the chin. This is deep. He's not even fighting the hands. Why isn't he fighting the hands? And he taps. I will say, waves in that fight. Coming out of the gate, swinging was Gaziev. Reversal by Velasco. and then an ultimate reversal that ended the fight. Man, Velasco's a big dude, and Gaziev towers over him, seemingly. Wow. Hey, that will get you a contract. That will get you a contract. Oh, nice right hand to put him down right in the beginning there. All right, since we didn't have time to highlight them, let's just take a look at both these guys quick, because we have a little bit of time to kill before they announce who got a contract or not. Last chance to vote in the poll question, guys. Last chance to vote in the poll question. How many contracts does Uncle Dana award tonight? 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, or 4 to 5? Let me know in the live chat. I can honestly say I never got goosebumps from We Are Rising. Have you ever watched Pride back in the day? Like, man. Lenny Hart, that announcer, is one of the best in the business. I think on their New Year's show, when they were playing playing the Pride FC theme song, like, I was crying. I was so fucking pumped, dude. Like, UFC will never, until they change to a 10-point must system and ditch the 10-point must system and allow knees to the grounded opponent. It will never be even close to my favorite promotion. And it will get as high as it will reach its ceiling until then. Because until it does, it's silly and it's not real MMA. And announced as the winner, Shamil Gaziev. Jake Collier should be fighting for the title. UFC has the best storylines between the fighters. Disagree. No, it doesn't. Ryzen does. Ryzen straight up shows you almost a it's almost like a crazy Japanese mini series of a show that they play before every single fight. So not, in my opinion, not even close. Not even close. Ryzen does it better than any other promotion. For that specific take that Zoomer is saying. The UFC, again, it's the most popular promotion for a reason. For me, it's not my favorite, mostly because of the entertainment factor, and it's good fights, but everything else is bland. Everything else is bland, and they have the stupidest rules. Well, no, sorry, they don't. PFL has the stupidest rules, but the UFC is a close second. So I won the first, second, then a draw, then I won the fourth. 70-inch for heavyweight. Wow, yeah, dude. Son MMA, you want to bet? You want to bet? I bet my house, I bet my car, I bet my sister's car, I bet all the savings I had to put on my student loans, I put it all on Superlek. So, RIP the City Life Project YouTube channel if I lose that, guys, because I'm going to have to get a real job. Or get multiple jobs, I should say. It wasn't. It was brought up strategically to back up my argument. He's boring, but I fell asleep watching some of the other fights. See, we fall asleep watching fights in the UFC all the time. Greg, the Sleeping King. Oh no, yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not arguing. And again, guys, like, I'm not arguing that the UFC is not the best promotion out there. I'm saying it's not my favorite. Those can be mutually exclusive. As the saying says, as real as it gets without knees to grounded opponents, right? Then it's not as real as it gets. JL does not respect my opinion, but thank you. And again, yeah, they only fight on Fridays and when they're in Thailand in the ring. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on more of the comments here. I don't see much on YouTube about its storylines. Maybe you can link me some Ryzen stories. It seems, well, it's Japanese, right? So, and they do. Their YouTube channel is really active. Their Twitter accounts are really active. Their Facebook is super active. I just follow all of their stuff all the time, and I throw up the whatever is in English, because some of the stuff they translate, and whatever isn't, I just throw on whatever subtitles. But again, I'm weirdly obsessed with Ryzen. So like I think that they do put on better storylines, and they literally like make a short film before every single fight. And some of it's like even more like it's very Japanese, like either humor or style. It's almost like saying real life anime. That doesn't do it justice, because like it's more like soap opera Japanese, like, or like sitcom Japanese style. And they usually like, and I mean, when Manel Kopp was there, was unbelievable, because they wouldn't even need to put a storyline together. He would just write it himself. But even during the fights, and this is why I push back on it, guys, because like I watched the events every time. Like I know for a fact that every event right after one of the intermissions, or is it before the second last fight or the third last fight, they bring in fighters to announce upcoming fights. And usually they put them like guys against each other, and there'll be a little bit of drama. Now, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes there's just bland fighters who just show up to fight. But for the most part, Ryzen, like, they put together a show. Like, and that's why it's one every month or one every 2 months. It's, well, that, and they obviously don't have the funding or roster to compare with that of the UFC to be able to do that. But I like how they don't force it. Like sometimes Bellator, PFL, they'll force it, whereas they take their time. They really put the time to make it a special event, and that's why I fucking love it, man. This is getting sickening every time watching UFC. It's not the real MMA. Hey, Thomas T, if people didn't keep asking me about it, I wouldn't have to keep describing it. Thomas, you just have to join me on One in Ryzen to see me swoon. As Macho Man said, the cream rises to the top. Again, you guys keep bringing it up in the comments. I'm not just going to ignore you guys. That's rude. All right, we're awaiting them to announce how many contracts are going to be awarded. And by the way, Thomas, I'm going to defend myself one more time and say that I watched the PFL. I'm a junkie. By definition, I can't stop shooting up that I can't stop shooting up that combat sports, even if I think it's not real. All right, let's listen in. All right, so Dana's saying that Igor is 20 years old. You know how I feel about guys who are really young coming in? Doesn't he not like guys who are really old coming in either? Oh, Dana's saying his first pro fight was when he was 15. 100% finish rate, yep. Oh, I didn't know he's the Jungle Fight champion. Dude, that's awesome. Dana's saying, let's see if he can be a UFC champion. Let's go, baby. He gets the contract. All right, moving up. Three contracts. Dana has a power slap shirt on. Oh, I don't hate Dana. Actually, I think Dana White and Gary Bettman are the two best commissioners in sport in my lifetime that I've seen. They've grown their respected leagues more than any other commissioner in my lifetime. So I have the utmost respect for him as a commissioner and president, as much as I do Gary Bettman. I like Dana more than Shotri. You guys just want me to like the UFC as much as you, because you guys don't care about 10-point muscle and don't care about knees, and I do. That's just the difference. And it's not right or wrong. It's personal preference. And Kruschewsky is in the UFC. Yeah, dude, he's grown this league from pretty much nothing. It's incredible. Oh, so if he can still maybe give a contract out if it's a draw? Dude, if he gives them both the contract, I'm just gonna rage quit. Oh, it looks like Dana's going to give Stephanie a contract. He says he thinks she has that it factor. Hey, and this is what I was saying during the fight too, that Dana's alluding to. It's like when you look at Talita as a 6-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, and how Luciano was in dangerous positions on the ground, but didn't seem out of place, like had the answer to get back up to her feet. That's kind of what we were noting as well. He's a lot of notes on this one. No, yeah, for sure. I disagree with that being a draw. Oh, Stephanie Luciano is in the UFC. Less about being casual. Like I said, it's the best promotion. I'm just a junkie. I'm the weird one here. And then there's a few on that island with me, but I'm the psycho. Oh, what the fuck, Dana? Are you kidding me? He gave Luciano a contract, but he's not giving one to Daniel James Allen, who put on a better performance. What did I say, guys? I said if Luciano got a contract and he didn't, I'd be pissed. And I'm pissed. He didn't do anything wrong. If a chick who, yes, should have won, but got a draw on paper, and who, honestly, didn't put as flawless of a performance compared to... I don't get it. I guess they need more or what are they, straw weights? Do they need more straw weights? Anyways, he's 5-0. He's probably going to get the call back. It's not even that I'm pissed that he didn't get one in a single case. It's the fact that she got one too and she put on a lesser performance. Other than knocking out his opponents, it was pretty much flawless on the feet there. And he was the underdog. But anyways, Shamil Gaziev, he gets the contract as well. Of course. Big boy got the knockdown. Was in a little bit of danger, but was able to reverse and get the finish in the first round. How Allen didn't get one. Grasso 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, no, it shouldn't have been a draw. And let's be honest, but hey, that's neither here nor there. She was awarded one, and yeah, interesting. Gino, he only has 7 pro fights, so I won't say that he's a can. He just has to fight some better guys on the regional to prove us wrong. MMA addiction makes us psychotic. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You should have got a contract. I thought the co-main was a banger. Dude, it was. Dana using that 10-8 third by Luciano to throw shade on the 10-8 in Grasso Shevchenko. Dana knew who won that fight. No, he did for sure. And again, it's I'm not even saying that she didn't necessarily deserve it. What I'm saying, if she got one, he should have got one. Right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, you called it. You called it. I just like watching a good scrap, which is why everyone should just watch Muay Thai. 9 times out of 10, okay, maybe 8.5 times out of 10, Muay Thai just always delivers. And I'm not even saying in one championship. If anything, like the Fairtex, what's the league with the, I always forget in Fallon, he's not here to correct me. Petch something or other. It's the Green Diamond. That league is friggin' awesome as well. RSW and Rise, 2 kickboxing promotions, they are now on DAZN, which is awesome. And then they're bringing back K1 as well. on DAZN for North American. So there's a lot of great scraps too if you guys want to venture out of the world of mixed martial arts and into kickboxing and Muay Thai on DAZN. And I'm pretty sure out east as well, K1 is pretty, and Rise are pretty easy to access. If you have a VPN, you can go on, what is it, Amoeba? I was able to watch Rise there before it was on DAZN. How are you going to bet against someone training at AKA? Well, his opponent came from a good gym too. That's why, dude. His opponent came from Factory X Muay Thai, and they've been, I mean, even Activate A, and we had a few people in the chat here today saying that like a lot of good fighters have been coming out of Factory X. Just saying Grosser should have won if the judges knew what they were doing. I struggle to care about women's MMA. See, like, there's not many stars that pull me in right now, but for me, like, I like watching women's Muay Thai the best because they less knockouts, sure, but more scraps because they're scrappy as hell, and with their thinner, like, just arms and elbows, oh man, it's savage. It's savage. This Jones ruined my parlay. Thanks, but he's a can. I'm trying to make you feel better, Gino. I'm trying to make you feel better. I think a draw is a great call for the fight. I don't, because I don't agree with the second round going to the grappler, and only because like she had one submission attempt and like very little shots. Like I counted 4 significant. Obviously, it probably could be a little bit more. But really, like 1 elbow and like 3 strikes. Whereas the other girl, yeah, that second round, in the beginning of the round, she landed some strikes. I guess like 3 minutes of just trying to get out of the grappling there. And then the second round, she ended the second round landing some strikes for ultimately literally taken out right at the bell. And nothing happened after that. It was too close for me to give it to. I shouldn't say too close. If the criteria is damage first, it clearly goes to Luciano, who did damage. Her opponent didn't do damage. 1 submission attempt, yes. But if you have 3 minutes of control time and 1 submission attempt up against, I think she outstruck her like 25 or 30 times, only being on the feet for a very few seconds. I mean, to me, that's like, you did more damage. That's number one. If it was control time being the be-all, end-all, then 100%. But again, I called that the judge would give that second round to her. I was like, I have a feeling, like, and I think who was it? Charles and I were saying live, we're like, Stephanie should win this round, but Alencar will probably take it. But, and Thomas, you're going to hate me, but you know what would solve all of this? 10-point must being removed from the UFC, but I digress. Thomas, I'll never bring it up again. It's getting sickening. Women's Muay Thai, savage and entertaining. Kanehara, 30-14-5. Rukuto Shirakawa, 11-8-1. Tachi Nakajima, 16-12-1. Can City. Who does AK even have right now? That's good. I barely count Islami trains in Dagestani more than AKA. They don't have. They have a good bunch of up and comers right now, but not a lot, like younger guys, but not a lot of big names. And Hernan, yes, the card just finished, buddy. Zoomer, I'm I'm such a big fan of Superlek right now. I'm getting into quite a few. Well, mostly just because I interact a lot with like Jamie, Eric, and those crazy ass dudes on Muay Thai Twitter, and I'm starting to get really, really into it. And I watch a lot of Glory. I watch a lot of now even Romanian kickboxing. K1 and Rise, I'm really going to start watching a lot as well. So again, it's all personal preference and if we have the time and ability to find these. But I highly recommend if you guys want to branch off and watch more combat sports like Kaposa. He's on Grabadka_Hitman on Twitter, or just look up Kaposa on Google. You will find his website. His website is literally every Monday or Tuesday night. He posts the entire, global fight schedule. Okay? Global, every single fight that is being broadcasted to either Fight Pass, a YouTube channel of 100 or 10 followers, Facebook, TikTok, and then pay-per-view ones that will take you to the link where you have to go find the pay-per-view. Like, he gives you everything. Highly recommend you guys going and checking him out. That's where I draw from my schedule weekly. As it's so much easier to read his schedule the way that he lays it out versus like going and clicking through Tapology on like the list of events. Now, Tapology has like everything and more. They have stuff that you can't even watch, which is pretty cool if you want to nerd out. But no, man, Kaposa, he's the man. Yeah, that was. I mean, I thought she won the round. Did not think it was a 10-8. Do you see Rose was removed from the rankings? In which division? In strawweight? Jaden, are you talking about this week's card? I didn't even know who you were talking about. I thought you were talking about friggin' Greg Velasco's. Didn't even really register the names that I was reading there. I thought you were talking about Velasco's. Yeah, this card doesn't have the best matchups, but it doesn't even matter. Because Jaden, you're judging me and you're not even watching. You're not even watching Ryzen. You're just like, Isha likes shitty MMA. It's unbelievably entertaining. And when you can soccer kick someone, I don't care if they're 1-18. If you're allowed to soccer kick, I want to see that fight, baby. I want to see that fight. See, Thomas T, it's not my fault. They want, everyone in the chat wants to rip on me for not liking or for liking Ryzen, for liking One, for liking Octagon, for liking KSW. It's not me bringing it up. So I'm sorry, Thomas. I'm sorry. Rose was removed from strawweight and from pound for pound, non-flyweight ranks either completely gone. Well, maybe she's going to retire. I wish we could see Andrew Tate kickboxing again after he got famous, but yeah, I mean, he's so out of fight shape right now. And I don't know. I feel like I don't know if any promotion wants to jump in on that. Even Shotri. And I mean, there are some Romanian promotions, but I don't know. Again, given everything that's gone down, I don't know if anyone wants to touch that. And he's probably past his prime, is he not? He's winning over Caceres, and he's fighting. Oh yes, for the belt. I'm out of here. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining my man. It's even in his name. Yes, Titan FC this weekend too. Joe Skelter Giannetti fights at AKA. He fights later this week. Doesn't he split AKA and one of his Boston gyms? Yeah, he fights a Montreal guy this week. I can't wait because both of them are huge hockey fans too. I love how Skeletor wears his Bruins jersey and his Bruins get up to a lot of his fights, and he's going up against a Montreal Canadiens fan. Now, I hate the Bruins because of what happened in 2011. But I have to say, like, I'm not a big fan of the Canadiens either, so that one's going to be fun to watch. What's up, Mateo? Good to see you. Good to see you. And again, I'm not going to argue that there's not a bunch of cans in that promotion either, buddy. Yes. I agree. Have Jake promote it. That would be fun fight. Two heels going at it. Well, in kickboxing, Mateo, not boxing, man. Kickboxing. Jake Paul wouldn't do a kickboxing fight. Isha will be depressed and probably quit MMA YouTube if his favorite fighter, Thug Rose, retires. Yes, I am going to be very, very upset. All smiles, baby. All smiles. His real love is Pat Barry. Lethwei is easily the most brutal martial art, dude. What I love about Lethwei is that you can headbutt somebody and knock them out. And if you get knocked out, you get a 5-minute clock to regain consciousness and choose to fight again. Maybe it's 10 minutes. I remember watching this one show. I think it was actually when one had Lethwei in their early days. And they had 5 minutes to come to and recover and fight again. Now, do I condone this or back this as a healthy fighting option for fighting professional combat sports? No, I would not suggest it to my friends, family, or anything. But as a savage who, if it's available, is he going to pay to watch it? Abso-freaking-lutely. And people are saying that the UFC is the closest thing to a street fight, saying that KSW, say that all these other promotions are the closest thing to a street fight. Nah, man. Lethwei is pretty much everything goes, except, you're not just gonna, you're not gonna be cheap. You're not gonna pull hair or anything like that. Then why is he saying he's willing to fight Diaz in MMA? Because he got signed to an MMA promotion, and he's training MMA, not kickboxing. Bare knuckle. Well, it's bare knuckle MMA. That's like with extra rules. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. Hey, appreciate you, Thomas T. Appreciate you for joining pretty much every stream. You're an absolute beauty. Hope you enjoyed the fights tonight. CTE City, yeah. King Leduc. Oh, man. Jaden, it was good to see you here today. We had a great crowd here today, guys. I want to give a big thank you to everybody. Jaden, Thomas, Mateo, one of our exclusive members, Volcan. I'm going to do a quick scroll here, guys. King James, Charles Barkley, Shane, Thomas T, Gino, I said Zoomer Loyalist, the Notorious Connor, BJJ, Black Belt McGregor, JL, Hernan, Shane Van Ice, one of our exclusive members. We had Dufert Gaming, JV Bars, Robert Gerard, thank you so much for joining as well, buddy. Anthony on TV, of course. Thank you so much, Anthony on TV, for the donation earlier. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much, Mike Jones, one of our exclusive members who joined us as well, for re-upping his membership and for the $2 donation. Jules, thank you so much for joining as well. I appreciate you, as always, Jules. We had a few new subs and new viewers drop in today. Son MMA, thank you so much for joining Son MMA. It was good to see. We had our friend from Japan. We had Amin. We had Kionji, who's not our friend from Japan, but he also might be from Japan. We had Adrian drop by. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Andrew B. And guys, Hockey from Home is not she's under the weather right now, so we're sending good vibes to Hockey from Home. Ethan, thank you so much for joining. Ethan, Mr. Maxim, Foul One. JK, thank you so much for joining. JK as well. We're just giving everyone a shout out, guys. We're giving everyone a shout out before we end things off. I have a video. Tim Gamble. Thank you so much for joining, Tim Gamble. We're dropping a video tonight before I go to bed and one tomorrow. We're streaming Pro Box TV tomorrow. And I think early morning Muay Thai on Thursday. Check the schedule. It is posted in the Discord for exclusive members and past exclusive members who have access to Discord and on the community tab. Kenai Gutierrez, thank you so much for joining as well. Kenai Gutierrez. We had Lago join us as well. Thank you so much, Lago. We haven't done a full-on Gucci Rari. Thank you so much for joining. We haven't done a full-on shout out to everyone in the chat in a while, so wanted to do that here, guys. I think that was everybody. I'm trying to think. Did I miss anyone? Baker, yes, with one comment here. Baker, thank you so much for joining. Baker91, appreciate you, my man. Darren Squid, he had one or two comments as well. Thank you so much, Darren Squid. It's good to have you back in the Midwest, dude. Gravedigger Jones stopped by just to say hi. What is up, Gravedigger Jones? I know you'll be watching Ryzen with me all weekend. Oh, I also got to do comment of the night. I will get to that. There's only a few guys here, but for those who are still here, appreciate you guys. I think that's it for people joining. I don't think we had anyone else. Dogs E Gatos. What's up, Dogs E Gatos? Thank you for joining. Oh, Carlo. Yes, Carlo. What's up, buddy? Shoot, guys. I think that was it. I think Yoshi Panoshi. Yoshi Panoshi said what was up. And MMA Post Daily dropped by as well. How could I forget? Jackie, Debo, AT. And that's it. That was everybody. Thank you all so much. Yes, well, thank you. I'll become a member later this week too. Oh, well, thank you, dude. That's awesome. Let's make a safety parlay too, bro. I'll remind you Thursday, Friday during the breakdown. When are you breaking down UFC? Likely Thursday. And yes, we'll make a safe bet and we'll make the degenerate bet. I still like you and appreciate the stream, Isha, even though you don't want me as your mod. Charles, I tried, man. I tried everything. Like, I don't know how. I will continue to get to the bottom of this because I tried for my friend Jelani in the chat too. I was trying to make them a mod as well. I tried searching you guys' username, your like the actual name, variations of it, and nothing came up. But I will try again. I don't know. I'll even write to YouTube. How about that? I am monetized, so they do listen to me a little bit. I'll ask them what's going on and why can't I select certain people, because you and Jelani, you're going to be our next two mods. Thumbs up. Peace out, guys. Yes, if you haven't already on your way out, please smash that like button. Yeah, Thursday, buddy. Thursday night. My degenerate bet's taking Rod Tang. Well, he's the favorite, so it's not even degenerate. That's not even degenerate. If anything, that's smart money. Smart money. Mateo, it's great to see you as well, buddy. That's it for the stream, guys. That's it for the stream. I was surprised to see that Daniel James Allen didn't get a contract tonight when that of Stephanie Luciano did. Other than that, I think every other fighter here well deserved. These two, it was kind of like, if she didn't get it, then fine. He shouldn't get it either. But if she did get it, I mean, that kind of should have set the bar. For, in my opinion, he put together a better performance, but hey, it is what it is. Hopefully we see him back on the regional scene, kicking ass, or back in Contender Series or in the UFC soon. Mateo clearly didn't watch our video when we said Rod Tang opened up as a favorite. I don't know what it is now, but he opened up at plus 150. No way with how you guys are hyping Super Like. Yeah, in the video, I kind of break down why I think he came in as the favorite. Just because I think a lot of North Americans don't know who Super Like is. So North Americans betting money in Bovada, they're going to put money on Rod Tang. And then Thailand split 50-50. So do the math. Thanks, bro. I'll see you next time. Have a good week. If you're not streaming till the weekend. Oh, dude, we're streaming so much this week, Charles. We're streaming tomorrow, Pro Box TV, Thursday morning, Muay Thai, 5 a.m. Pacific time, bright and early. Which is 7 for me. And then we also have our UFC predictions video Thursday night, Friday, 1 Friday fights with Superlek and Rod Tang. Friday night, I'm actually driving to Prior Lake. I'm going to go see the LFA card live. Then Saturday, I think we have UFC and Ryzen. And Sunday, there's Fury Challenger Series, but I'm undecided if I'll be able to squeeze that in. So we got streams the rest of the week, baby. Let's go. I'm not betting money, Volcan. I'm betting pizzas. What's up, Activate A? Good to see you. Dana just said there will be a rematch for Valentina Grasso. I think there should be. It was a close fight. Whether it went to Grasso or Valentina, it should have gone to one or the other. It shouldn't have been a draw. But no, and it was an entertaining fight, man. That was one of the better women's fights that I've seen in a long time. Yeah, so we have this awesome. We have friends actually. If you see them on the screen, I guess this is blocking. Hold on. So if you see on the screen down here, 7th Avenue Pizza, they're very good. We're very good friends with 7th Avenue Pizza. We're partners with them on my second channel, the Soda Pod, and they make the best frozen pizza on the planet. Like, I would rather eat their pizza than Domino's, than Papa John, than any of those North American pizza chains, man. They're awesome. Mom and pop shop. Yeah, some of the best pizzas out there. Mateo, don't I owe you one, though? Don't I, Mateo? Don't I owe you one? Yeah, because of Austin Matthews. Oh my God. Which just makes me so sad. Yeah, guys, if you want to check out my second channel, it's very different than this. It's hockey and craft beer, but the Soda Pod, that is my second channel. Go check that out if you dig my vibe. Yeah, he was just shitting on Mike Bell in the press conference. Apparently, they're making them do another seminar for 10-8s. Nice. So I can't wait. I haven't obviously watched the presser yet, but I'm going to fire it up here in a bit. Activate A. It's great. It's good to see you, buddy. Hope you had a good day. I'll see you all weekend as we're making up for the thin streaming schedule last weekend, and we're streaming every single day this week. Yes, I do. And beer for Matthews. I got a couple beers saved for you, buddy. We're gonna buy 7th Avenue Pizza in New York. I think. I will let you know. I think they do distribute to New York now. They just started in Minnesota, then they've expanded to Illinois, Wisconsin, I think the Dakotas, and I'm pretty sure I want to say Massachusetts too. I'm not sure though. So I will let you know, but they are expanding distribution at a rate that they didn't even see possible. They thought they were just going to be a local chain, but dude, when you make a good product, it's amazing. And they were actually an ice cream company first. They have access to them cows. They got access to that good Midwest cheese, baby, and it shows. And it shows. Definitely LFA and Eternal. Well, Activate A, I'm undecided yet because I haven't bought tickets, but tomorrow I might. LFA is only 45 minutes away from my house, literally from my house, not even my city. So I might drive and go watch LFA live. And maybe I'll just do a couple like quick little live streams while I'm there. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for LFA. But the rest of the weekend I'll be humming. The streaming schedule is on the community tab, guys, if you want to check it out. Matt, one of the owners, is the best, and so is his pizza. Absolutely. Matt, if you're watching, I know you're not, but if you are, if Mateo shares the link with you on a random occasion and says, yo, Isha talked about you on this stream, Matt, you're the man. Prior Lake. Or Mystic Lake? Prior Lake? What's closer, Mateo? Prior Lake or Mystic Lake? And maybe it's like 60 minutes away, but I thought it said like 45 to 48 minutes away. Whatever one's closer. Damn, that definitely would be cool. Oh, you would think so, Activate A. You would think so. So I can get boxing credentials to any top ranked show or anything in Minnesota. LFA don't like me. So early when we started streaming and doing these, I used to use the hockey games if possible. I'll message you on Discord and tell you some of the story. I can't stream hockey for another certain amount of time, but I will be streaming post-game shows and pre-game shows on my second channel. Yeah, I won't be able to do like watch-alongs and watch parties for hockey for a little bit longer, or for a little while, which is why I've kind of focusing on mixed martial arts on that front. But my SodaPod channel, our SodaPod channel, it's owned by a couple guys now. Shout out Z and Hoppy. We are going to be doing live elements to that channel next season. It's how you grow channels, and as long as I just do something a little different than this style, then we're good to go. So I'm personally going to keep my focus on like the watch parties, the watch longs in the fight companion lane, but on the SodaPod channel, we are going to be doing regular post-game streams. Q&A is so generic, but we'll have just like interactive elements and unique hockey-based live streams on that channel as well. What was I saying about LFA? Oh, yes. So I would post like every single stream that I did on all my social medias when I started, because I wanted to boost the SEO and get it out there for anyone who's following me, to show them like I'm doing these fight companions now. I'm doing them on this channel, on the vlog channel with Kyle, and I'm back, baby. And for those who watched me do streams with my last company and in the hockey side of things, and they'll be like, oh, Isha's doing kind of the same thing, but in the MMA world now. So anyways, I was massively sharing the links and stuff like that. And LFA got really annoyed and thought that even though I made it very clear in my post, like, find it on Fight Pass, cancel your Netflix, get Fight Pass so you can watch LFA. And I tagged Fight Pass and everything. I think they thought that I was like showing the actual fights And when I confronted them about that and said I didn't, and sent them my link to watch me live and gave them a shout out and told everyone, like, look, LFA is one of the best promotions out there. Like, go, like, regional shows out there, go check them out, go buy Fight Pass. That's where I'm watching right now. I think they got embarrassed that they came at me so aggressive. And then when I proved them wrong, that they blocked me. And I've tried to get in contact with them on Facebook. They ignored me there. I tried to get in contact with them on Instagram before I ditched Instagram. They just ignored me there. And on Twitter, they've blocked me. So maybe I have to go in person and be like, guys, I literally have gotten you sales. Shane, I got Shane to buy Fight Pass so he could watch LFA, brother. I should tell them that so they can unblock me and give me a media pass. Yeah, yes, dude, and yes. And I even had a friend who doesn't know their social team like personally or things like that, but like interacts with them quite a bit. And there was, nothing could be done apparently. Plymouth is way closer than 40 minutes. Mystic would make more sense since it's casino and it's 40 minutes from me. Okay, then it might be Mystic. It might be Mystic. Oh, Pryor is way closer than 40 minutes. Isha got PB whacked by LFA. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's petty. They probably got one dude on their socials. Yeah, especially at that time, because I don't think, and like, I don't know how many followers they have now, but I think they only had like, I want to say like 4,000 or 5,000 followers on Twitter at that time. It was under 10,000. I know that. So I don't know. They should have just hired me. I would have got them more followers and not blocked their fans, to help them on Twitter. But yeah, Charles, I can be a little bit more candid offline. Which again, there's no ill will or anything. I started with my buddy Dylan. We started a hockey podcast network, the Hockey Podcast Network. So if you even go and check out their YouTube channel, you'll see if you hit popular live streams, and anyone that has Minnesota with a decent amount of views, you'll see your boy's face in my old studio there, yapping away about hockey. But yeah, now stepped aside from like really just doing this type of stuff on the hockey side, and from that company to start doing kind of my own thing, consulting, freelance clients, being able to have extra time to go into my own YouTube channel with Kyle. Cause I mean, Kyle and I are co-creators, and we both told each other, like, just run with whatever you want to do within these like little realms. And the realms are music, like vlogging, beer reviews, and fights. And we kind of just operate under that umbrella. But anyways, guys, thank you so much, as always, for joining. Activate A joined us a little late, which was cool. We got to at least interact a little bit here. I will be back tomorrow for a Pro Box TV. Yeah, Charles. I'm not gonna get into the weeds of things or anything that I can't say, but like I'm happy to talk about like my story and how I ended up here and what we did there. And again, there's no ill will or anything like that. It's just just moved on. And there's always legalities when you exit a company like that, and obviously have to tiptoe around some things to both be respectful and just some things naturally you got to keep on the hush hush. But no, happy to tell my story, and that's what's cool about the Discord too, guys. If we're offline and we're not streaming or we're not doing member streams or anything like that, like happy to answer questions and like shoot the shit and get to know each other on that front, on the professional and content creation side a little bit more. But again, you guys are awesome. We'll be back Pro Box TV tomorrow. It's not going to be a packed house, but do I even want to say they're decent boxing matches? No, but it's fun that we get to watch meh fights together in the live chat on this channel. You all are amazing. I appreciate you all. Good night, Mateo. Activate A. Charles, thanks for hanging out a little bit longer, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Like and subscribe. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll be back next week for Dana White Contender Series, and tomorrow live for Pro Box TV, because it's Pro Box TV. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.